En la Plaza de Reyes, la Menta, Soplón. Yeah. ¿Qué vas a saber?
¿Qué vas a saber tú? Oye, chibolito, faltóme. Pulpín de los pulpines, batería de Rapunzel, de rapeos, de raptos, de lagartos en cuartel. Cualquier la pega de cruel con un viejo coronel. Soy flujo, se me antojó dormirme en el laurel. Elevé mi level con un label y un Faber-Castell. Ya un papel, lo empape con sangre de todo aquel que se jura Nobel y no ve mis trenes en la riel. What's so man? ¿Por qué no sacan la tablet? Juro por mis aguas que no te hablo por las powers. Soy chinchado neto, búscame por pico sour y te voy a meter al centro loco como Beckenbauer. Escúchame atento mi bro, que estamos rompiéndole en pro. El negro de Plaza de Reyes como siempre rompe de este micrófono. Que quiere meterle como yo pero no puede meterle taco pro. Si te pensaba que solo era un gallo, déjame decirle que se equivocó. Real motherfucker feeling on the street. Es el Black Sheep, Black Sea Mental de Plaza de Kings. Motherfucker, so bloom.
Nero Luigi, man, desempeño a la victoria para que sepa. Incas Mo, Money Gang Gang, yeah, yeah, Yo también he llorado, gente. También me han desplazado por mi rasgo afrodescendiente. Sí, un perro no habla pero siente. Cuento historias callejeras pa' barrios de delincuentes. Soy un perro que te ladra, que te muerde y que te huele, nene. Soy más que Lele, ustedes para mí son pelele. Con mi jauría todo el día en busca de los cheles. Tengo un perro en fiscalía que nos mueve los papeles y otro en la comisaría para evitar el susto. Muchas veces me han llevado por solo como luzco. Perdón, madre mía, si yo le causé un disgusto, pero en esta vía yo crecí rodeado de perros chuscos. Yo sé que me quieren ganar, yo sé que me quieren tumbar y no pasará porque soy de verdad. Está súper rafina la Dodo Style, metido en latina aprendiendo un style. Yo tengo el style, no mido la raza del perro, yo mido por la lealtad y yo soy leal, yeah. La calle te enseña lo que no te enseña la universidad, yeah. Saliste ese peña aquí con una seña, te tiran para atrás, yeah. La calle limeña aquí nadie la tenía, ya nada es igual, yeah. Tiene que respetar, yeah. Tiene que respetar, yeah. La calle te enseña lo que no te enseña la universidad, yeah. Saliste ese peña aquí con una silla, te tiran para atrás, yeah. La calle limeña aquí nada le doy, ya nada es igual, yeah. Tienes que respetar, yeah. Si yo soy tu papá, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cinco Mob, negro, yeah. Cinco Mob, nigga, yeah. Nero Luigi, man, Incas Mob, yeah. It's Money Gang, 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 yeah.
Hey, yo. Yango en la maldita casa. Me llaman pa' que les dé al menos una vez al mes. Se metieron al lago y olvidaron que era el mes. For everybody bless. La fama es una puta, me está llamando a las 3. Dile que llame después de las 16 y 25. Volví de la infancia de Abraham Lincoln. Con fuerza ya inco, luchando para salir del rincón. Letra callejera en CD brinco. Under del under, puede que tu viejo te lo mande. Sale de vez en cuando como el cóndor por los Andes. Mi cuerpo no es de madera como Dandy. Antes que me branden, yo seré la ola que los expande. Aunque esto me pique en la madera, no sirven ni para romper el ticket de un evento afuera. Loco por la carrera, desafían la gravedad. Yo espero tras la barrera y llego con la novedad. Niña, tú solo espera que ya encontré la manera. He visto bastante por querer lograrlo saltando escalones dentro de la escalera. La vida me puso al depósito, yo soy de púlpito pa' que el mundo conociéramos. De esta parte mejor interprete que parido de esta cordillera. Sin luz afuera, que el espectáculo es dentro. La calle es mi templo, tiembla el pavimento. Cuando yo me concentro, mis disparos son temas. La calle un poema, se siente desde cuando entro. Y a toditos estos drogaditos que creen que rapean, los regreso al centro de mi balcón. Yo he visto el clon de clon en la misma gestión, pero a la malla no llega el balón. Y para esta pantalla no existe patrón. Yo ya me sé la cuestión y doy fe por cada renglón. Consciente de la operación del final Mbappé con la edad de bufón. De Yango en la maldita casa, Plaza de Rey y papá. El Nero Luigi, Black Mental, hip hop peruano, rasgo en la maldita base. Yao.
No elegiste tener una rodilla.
Testing 1, 2, 3, testing. Hey, I'm checking to see something's going on with sound, all right, fam? Give me a second. It's gonna take a little bit. I'm still going through the routine. It's just I'm having an issue with the sound. Hold on. All right, just letting you know.
Does not belong to Bible Chronicles or claim this intellectual property.
Okay, fam, hold on.
Villa traicionera.
En la Plaza de Reyes, la Chumenta, soplón. Yeah, ¿qué vas a saber?
¿Qué vas a saber tú? Oye, chibolito, faltóme. Pulpín de los pulpines, batería de Rapunzel, de rapeos, de raptos, de lagartos en cuartel. Cualquier la pega de cruel con un viejo coronel. Soy flojo, se me antojó dormirme en el laurel. Elevé mi level con un label y un Faber Castell. Ya un papel, lo empape con sangre de todo aquel que se jura Nobel y no ve mis trenes en la riel. What's so man? ¿Por qué no sacan la tablet? Juro por mis aguas que no te hablo por las powers. Soy chinchado neto, búscame por Pico Sour y te voy a meter al centro loco como Beckenbauer. Escúchame atento mi bro, que estamos rompiéndole en pro. El negro de Plaza de Reyes como siempre rompe de este micrófono. Que quiere meterle como yo pero no puede meterle tacoplón. Si te pensabas que solo era un gallo, déjame decirle que se equivocó. Real motherfucker feeling on the street. Es el Black Sheep mental de Plaza de Kings. el soplón.
Dinero Luigi, man, desde Peña, a la victoria para que sepa. Incas Mo, it's money gang, gang, yeah, yeah, Yo también he llorado, gente. También me han desplazado por mi rasgo afrodescendiente. Sí, un perro no habla pero siente. Cuento historias callejeras pa' barrios de delincuentes. Y soy un perro que te ladra, que te muerde y que te huele, nene. Soy más que Lele, ustedes para mí son pelele. Con mi jauría todo el día en busca de los cheles. Tengo un perro en fiscalía que nos mueve los papeles. Y otro en la comisaría para evitar el susto. Muchas veces me han llevado por solo como luzco. Perdón, madre mía, si yo le causé un disgusto. Pero en esta vía yo crecí rodeado de perros chuscos. Yo sé que me quieren ganar, yo sé que me quieren tumbar y no pasará porque soy de verdad. Está súper rafina la Dodo Style, metido en latina aprendiendo un quizá. Yo tengo el style, no mido la raza del perro, yo mido por la lealtad y yo soy leal. La calle te enseña lo que no te enseña la universidad. Salí de ese peña aquí con una seña, te tiran para atrás. La calle limeña aquí nadie la teña, ya nada es igual. Tiene que respetar, tiene que respetar. La calle te enseña lo que no te enseña la universidad. Salí de ese peña aquí con una seña, te tiran para atrás. La calle limeña aquí nada le doy, ya nada es igual. Tiene que respetar, si yo soy tu papá, Es Incas Mob, negro. Es Incas Mob, nigga. Nero Luigi, man. Incas Mob, It's money gang, gang, gang,
Ey, yao. Yango en la maldita casa. Me llaman pa' que les dé al menos una vez al mes. Se metieron al lago y olvidaron que era el Ness. For everybody bless. La fama es una puta, me está llamando a las 3. Dile que llame después de las 16 y 25. Volví de la infancia de Abraham Lincoln. Con fuerza ya inco, luchando para salir del rincón. Letra callejera en CD brinco. Under del under, puede que tu viejo te lo mande. Sale de vez en cuando como el cóndor por los Andes. Mi cuerpo no es de madera como Dandy. Antes que me branden, yo seré el ola que los expande. Aunque esto me pique en la madera, no sirven ni para romper el ticket de un evento afuera. Loco por la carrera, desafían la gravedad. Yo espero tras la barrera y llego con la novedad. Niña, tú solo espera que ya encontré la manera. He visto bastante por querer lograrlo saltando escalones dentro de la escalera. La vida me puso al depósito, yo soy de púlpito pa' que el mundo conociera. De esta parte mejor interprete que ha parido esta cordillera. Sin luz afuera, que el espectáculo es dentro. La calle es mi templo, tiembla el pavimento. Cuando yo me concentro, mis disparos son temas. La calle un poema, se siente desde cuando entro. Y a toditos estos drogaditos que creen que rapean, los regreso al centro de mi balcón. Yo he visto el clon del clon en la misma gestión, pero a la malla no llega el balón. Y para esta pantalla no soy el patrón. Yo ya me sé la cuestión y doy fe por cada renglón. Consciente de la operación del final Mbappé con la edad de bufón. De Yango en la maldita casa, Plaza de Rey y papá. El Nero Luigi, Black Mental, hip hop peruano. Rasgo en la maldita base. Yao, yao, yao.
Wow, it took long enough. It took long enough, fam. Saludos. And the reason I'm going to say that from now on is because that's technically what shalom means. Saludos. Salud. Salud. Health. Peace and blessings. Health. Saludos. Hola. We wish you well. In case y'all don't know, shalom, everybody. Appreciate you guys being here. Let's see who's here. Shalom. Estudiante. All will be. And Who else is it? Okay, I guess that's it. Okay, cool, man. All right, fam. So there's a lot of impatient people, which I understand. Sometimes it is the way it is. We want answers right away. Now. Well, you're going to have to learn how to be patient. That was the key word, Al. Patience. That was it. Anyhow, fam. So let's get to the point, man. Let's get to the bottom of this. Man. Because I think we're all to the point where it's kind of like, you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. And you get fed up with hearing the same old crap over and over again, man. Same old stories, same old thing. Yeah, there you go. Same old, you know what I mean? All that, empathy and propaganda, which we've been learning about, family. Because it all is propaganda. You see, us so-called Hispanic Latinos or Latinos, Hispanics, however you want to call yourself, so-called, right? Or natives, indigenous of these continents, of this continent. We have a code. We have a way to speak. And I don't mean like secret stuff. No, what I mean is we have a slang. Like we use words to identify people. Like, for example, my brother Chato, he was good at naming us, right? So my brother Jaime, he was really dark-skinned and he was really like fast, right? So he would call him Pantera. Hey, ¿qué huele Pantera? He didn't look like a Pantera, like a panther, but he was dark-skinned and he could move, you know what I mean? And what else is the name? Oh, I don't. Anyways, I have a nickname. I'm not going to share that with y'all. But what I mean is we find nicknames to identify certain things that either we can't wrap our minds around and just like, hey, yeah, no seas un chapulín, güey. Like, like you jump around a lot. Or, let me see, hey, wait. That doesn't mean you're an actual way, like a mule, like getting your attention. Hey, get on the way. So now we know way means, hey, what's up, dude? Dude, right? All right. Now, nobody here, not saying not you guys here, nobody ever has talked about this word. Ever. Mayate. I want you guys to really say it now. Say it loud and proud. Because that's not what it means, fam. And we're going to get rid of that shit. Oh, excuse my language. I'm not cussing no more. I made a promise to myself. Before I can make a promise to anybody else, man, I need to make a promise to myself. So I'm working on it. Anyways, everybody was, the word mayate. Mayate. So the real meaning of mayate, we're going to find out today. And guess what, fam? You guys are going to be very, very surprised that I actually, me, man. You know me, bro. Oh, my God. You know me. Hold on a second. Hold on. Explíquenme why the Most High, I'm not trying to rap, but I tell you what, he knows how to put my path in the right direction. Get my affection. Anyways, I have a book, family. Yes, I do. Written in 1904 about this very word. You see, my brothers and sisters, they play checkers while I play chess. And this is wisdom of the Most High. The brother said it here earlier. Right there. They were proud, boastful, arrogant, and loud. All I cared about me was guidance through wisdom. Guidance through wisdom. That's what all I wanted. When I was given the opportunity to hear certain scriptures a certain way, and then I heard that we were in there, and I'm like, wait a minute. Caught my eye, caught my ear. Those that hear, let them hear. And then there's another step, like the seed of the wayside and, the 4 seeds, right? Anyways, enough of my talking. Let's get going, man. Let's get going. And yeah, bro, straight up. So you guys are going to understand how it is and what it is because, man, it's just not fair. You guys can listen to you Black Americans because you guys love saying that we are racist and that we use this word in a racist connotation. Actually, no, we didn't create it. Y'all turned it around. Okay? So I want to educate you, Black Americans, West Africans, because you guys are mostly here. We caught on your evil ways. You're not going to trick us or fool us anymore. Not your 12 tribe chart. Not your fancy outfits. Not your little short IUIC videos. We're waking up the Northern Kingdom. Nah. No. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 2 says, declare ye among the nations and publish it like this. Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. Isaiah 58 and 1, right? This is Jeremiah 50 and 2. So after you cry out loud, declare ye among the nations and publish it. Not put your feet on top of them. Not tell them they're going to be your slaves. No. And set up a standard. An example, leadership, qualities. The hell with trying to be somebody you're not. Listen, David wasn't the biggest of his brothers. You realize that, right? Because his dad put everyone else in front of him, forgive me if I'm wrong. Forget my name. I can't remember his name right now, so please forgive me. I think it's, no, and I don't want to just say it. So anyway, I'll remember. No, he didn't, because, the dads are like, like me, for example. My dad is proud of my older brother, Chuck, like the oldest one, because he's big, man. He's tall, and that dude can fight, right? Could play soccer. He went professional, my pro, and all that shit, whatever. Anyways, soccer on that way. So, obviously you're gonna be proud to show him, but nah, like that man came to me, for example. I'm the youngest one. I ain't nothing. I guess some guys' skills, but he looked at his spirit. Don't be irrespectful for people. It's not about, remember the scriptures say he didn't go to the most noble. It's like, it's in the first chapter, man. Like, shit. You got, excuse me, up there I go again. I'm trying to work on it. Here it goes here. 1 Corinthians 1:26. For ye see your calling, brethren. Here, let me do it this way. 1:26, it says, now remember what you were, my friends, when God called you. From human point of view, few of you were wise or powerful or of high social standing. Wise, like professors, powerful, like, the NFL players, basketball players, or high social standing, like presidents. God purposely chose what the world considers nonsense. You're nonsense. I'd rather be nonsense. Yeah, I'm glad that Fopi did what they did, because they really triggered my fire. It wasn't even IUIC, it wasn't like, remember, keep in mind, family, the opposition, it's the opposition that'll either make you or break you. So thank you, Fopi, because of your because of your arrogance and pride, you actually woke up the wrong one. You triggered me. And I got triggered. So because I got triggered, I actually started paying attention more. So then I know now that y'all consider me nonsense. Remember, I'm a mamzer. I'm a Mongol. I'm nothing. I'm mixed. I'm a Neanderthal. Remember that? God purposely chose what the world considers nonsense. So if you guys, the fastest, the strongest, the quickest, you guys even give me stupid rebuttals like that, scriptures say that he's not going to pick those people. He's going to pick the opposite of the strongest, the fastest, the tallest, the ones that slam dunk. Hello? Are you dumb? Hold on.
Keep my name out your mouth.
Sorry, I had to. Oh, shoot.
Sorry, wrong button. So the point being is here, is it says here that he considers the nonsense. If you run a 4.3, you're not nonsense. If you're 6'5", you're not nonsense. If you can tackle people at 4.8 speed, you're not nonsense. If you've had a president, you're not nonsense. You're media, you're not nonsense. You're actors, you're singers, you're movie directors, you're not nonsense. So here, and guess what? It ain't you white people. No, you Ashkenazis either. You guys are in media. You guys got power. You got wise people. Don't Albert Einstein? Was he not wise? Don't you guys run the school system? It says here that the Most High is going to not wake those up, not the people of strength. He's gonna wake up who? Verse 25. For what seems to be God's foolishness is wiser than human wisdom. You see, that's what I'm saying, family. I tell you, man, I'm not the smartest man in the world. Not at all. This is the wisdom of the Most High. And what seems to be God's weakness is stronger than human strength. Why do you think I keep tagging these fools and asking, come and debate? I don't want to make money, man. That's why I don't want to really go to your, brother told me, don't go to their platform because they're going to either tag. I don't even care if you're at 6, 7. Dude, trust me. If you guys just one at a time, I'll take y'all one-on-one. That's never been a problem for me in the physical world, let alone the spiritual world. But one thing I don't like is y'all making money. I mean, matter of fact, I got mad at my wife because she got mad about me helping someone out. And I'm like, we haven't even used that phone for like 7 months. It's just sitting around. I hate greed, man. Envy, greed. I hate greed. Covetousness, that destroys you. So now let's go back. Now remember, 1 Corinthians 1:25, for what seems to be God's foolishness is wiser than human wisdom. We're the tallest ones in the world. Look at us. Yeah, then you're not the people of the Bible. And what seems to be God's weakness, we're the strongest of all the nation of the world. Then what God's weakness, that sounds like me, is stronger than human strength. And that sounds like you. So now remember what you were, my friends, when God called you. From the human point of view, few of you were wise or powerful or of high social standing. God purposely chose what the world considers nonsense in order to shame the wise. Why? Why, family? Because he allows people to lift themselves up. You see these guys, all these tares, you see the tares. He lifted them up. He let them lift themselves up. Arrogance is very easy to track and very easy to destroy because you let arrogance destroy itself. That's what you do. You move out the way. You just move out the way. And then you wait. And he chose what the world considers weak in order to shame the powerful. See that? God purposely chose what the world considers nonsense in order to shame the wise. So you brothers that are dealing with these stupid camps and they try to throw you a damn verse, we're the wisest, we're the strongest, we're the salt of the world. Well, Corinthians 1:26 says that then you are the heathen. Be all the strong you want, bruh. By all means, please, because he ain't going to choose you. God purposely gave you strength and speed and agility. God purposely made you the tallest, right? That's exactly what it is, my brothers. So earn it. Earn it, man. Hey, wear it, man. Wear it like pride. Yes, you are the tallest. You're the strongest. Yes, man. Matter of fact, you guys love to show off your so-called private parts. Hey, have it, man. Ezekiel 23 talks all about that. Yeah, have it. You want to have all the goodness that the Bible says, but when it actually points out what you're saying, now you don't want it. So again, he chose the world. He chose what the world looks down on. Beaners, spics, or wetbags. Don't tell me that the Mexicans are the most wanted, likable people in the world. No, you so-called Hispanics, especially you Mexicans, you're on the bottom. Even on their chart. Issachar's always on the bottom. He chose what the world looks down on and despises and thinks nothing. Murderers, thugs, drug dealers. We're going to invade Mexico because they're giving us fentanyl. And now, what do they say? Everything, when you say illegal alien or immigrant, you see a picture of a so-called Mexican. Stop lying. You know damn well. It's propaganda. It's called propaganda. It's kind of like, remember the story I told you about Target? I don't like Target, but they send me flyers every week. So eventually I'm going to buy from Target. Oh, that's right. We're all praises, man. Enjoy your family, brother. That's mad love, man. All praise to the Most High for that, bro. All glory to the Father. Love your families. I'm telling you, fam. Love your family. Because I'm going to show you guys something real quick. Make sure you catch it out. It's a good class too. Anyways, so he chose what the world looks down on and despises and thinks is nothing. Y'all Mexicans don't know. Wasn't it Shikari that said, y'all Mexicans, look, you guys are a bunch of drunks. You guys can't do nothing. Yeah, okay, cool. Sounds good. I'm glad that you said that. I'm glad. You're confirming what I've been saying the entire time. You actually confirm, Gorilla. One conquistador. Hey, listen, man, one was enough. It's like the alcoholic thing. One is not enough, and two is too many. You know what I'm saying? My brother, one is not enough, and two is too many. For you to consider that there was one, well, one Christopher Columbus did a lot of stuff. So if you even consider one is not enough, and two is too many. He chose what the world looks down on and despises and thinks is nothing. That's how they see us, so-called Hispanics. Northern Kingdom, so-called, because we're not. Southern Kingdom, so-called, because they're not. You're not. But you want to superioritize yourself. This lion. Okay, well, I'm gonna show a side of you, so we could stop this nonsense. So we could start the separation, because the severing begins now. Nations are gathering together. I don't know why you're not seeing it. I mean, I don't know why you're really blind by IOIC's purple and gold, huh? Or Sakari's music, or ISUPK's thugness, whatever, or biker rolls, whatever. I mean, what is it? Anyhow, let's continue. He chose what the world looks down on and despises and thinks is nothing in order to destroy what the world thinks is important. Right now, you guys and everybody else is making you important. Oh, black people, man, they're the people of the Bible. Kanye West, look at old pobrecito Kyrie. How can you go and try to oppress Kyrie's voice? Man, he's like a slave. That motherfucker is a millionaire. But again, in order to destroy what the world thinks is important. So we know now that there's something else lurking around us. That's why we hear this right here. Oh, man. Matthew 25:13 says, and the Meshiacha concluded, watch out, then, because you do not know the day or the hour. The hour. Do you guys even understand what that means? Now, why does it say, like, in the last days? Why does it say that? In the last days, he said something important, family. Something really important to us. Something that we were not supposed to forget. And it's such a small word. It's such a small word. And for some reason, a lot of us miss it. Revelation 3:10. Watch this real quick. Because you have kept my commandment to endure, I will also keep you safe from the time of trouble which is coming upon the world to test all the people of the earth. Okay? So now watch this real quick. I'm going to show it to you in KJV. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. It says in the last hour. Now, 500 years with the so-called gringo with long hair and blue eyes, that's not like the last hour of temptation, because we're aware of it. Remember, isn't it? Didn't he warn us the last hour? So there was going to be something. And remember, the other scriptures say there's a lot of Christ. Lots of Christ coming. Now, I'm going somewhere. I'm not just, it is the topic, but technically, I want to make sure that we sever. Cut this BS, man. Let's cut this BS. Let's cut this BS. This is stupid. For you guys, hey, listen, you called it on yourselves, okay? You guys call them MAYATEs. No, that's not what it meant. But you kept pushing it. Okay, we're gonna tell you what it means today, and it's gonna hurt you. I actually had a few people actually watching, and guess what, fam? Some left, and it's gonna hurt. And you know what? Please do me a favor. Record it. and forward and share it with all these camps. Attack. Let's see let's see what they say. And if they actually mean, you know what, family, we were wrong. The word wasn't that way. And you're right. We need to reflect because y'all have a weird spirit on you. So if you're all people, then it's time for you to check yourselves because we ain't rolling like this. Sirach 27:12. If thou be among the indiscreet, observe the time. So as we know nowadays, we are around the indiscreets, aren't we? Are they not keeping the laws? Even those that say they keep the laws of God, look at them. They're fighting each other in the corners. Found out IUIC. Remember we showed y'all, right? Punched some guy that was in his school and busted his face. Like, imagine that, family. I remember being in this school, and there was one fat guy, so-called Hispanic, who said he was Issachar. Then he changed his mind and he said he's Gad. I can't remember his name, but he's very emotional, right? And he actually fought another brother, and he still didn't get kicked out. This guy came from up north, Sacramento. You know who I'm talking about? IUIC. You know who it is. He begged these people to give him a shirt, fam. He tried to confront me about, because I didn't let him use my power machine to clean a building that I was doing for just because I wanted to. And it was a misunderstanding. So he tries to square up to me, and I'm thinking, nah, we're just. And then I sense wait a minute, hold on, this guy's really squaring. And then then it clicked wait, hold on a second. You need to chill the hell out. You need to chill the hell out, man. And then you see he calmed down. We were supposed to be hey, in case you guys know, we were at Cornelius's house. And we went there and they were drinking some beers, whatever. I hung out with him. Well, he walked around some other neighborhood that is not belonging. He was walking around the whole time. So Cornelius had to call him, hey man, what's going on? Oh, just taking a walk. Like, what? You're tripping. It's because it was right in front of Cornelius's house. I didn't really tell him anything. I'm like, bro, this guy's weird. But then as time went on, he put me in a situation where it sabotaged me. And I said, oh, man, okay, cool. I understand. You see, IUIC, they want submission. They want you to be under them. And I find that very weird. They don't want you to consider, they want to be dominant. That's the fact. That's a fact. You guys demand that when you're out there in the streets, especially from the white folks. But in these rooms, you want to act superior. So guess what? Now I understand why the word MAYATE does apply to you, but not because of what you think. Not at all. So let me continue. Luke 16, verse 9. And it says, by the way, family, this is why I'm doing it, because look, man, we're not the same people, okay? Just stop it. Everybody just wake up. Just shut up. I mean, we're not them. They're not us. Did we mix with them? Yes. Did they mix with us? Yes. Do we know who it is? We don't know. So it has to deal with the spirit. And if they're not Israel, then they're not Israel. And if we're not Israel, we're not Israel. And if they are and us are not Israel, then we're both stupid thinking both things, right? So let it go. Stop trying to be somebody you're not. It's pretty dumb when you don't even look at the history of America. 13 colonies and a mixture in Florida. It wasn't even part of the 13 colonies. Remember, the 13 colonies were way to the east. What do you think was going on in those other states? Do you think black people just weren't messing around with the Spaniards, so-called, and natives too? See how dumb it is? But no. You guys don't want it like that. You move with a spirit. So guess what? I realize now we're not the same people, because even in jail, y'all move that way. And it was worse. So now I'm going to show you where the word MAYATE came from. And I got proof from a book written in 1904, as I've said it. Well, hold on a second. He is what?
Gotcha, bitch.
Wait, what?
Gotcha, bitch.
Because it references it for the first time. So you can see that it is a colloquially used word. America, your propagandizing is done. Let me read it again, though, because I do like the spirit. I do like this. I do like this scripture right here, and the spirit too. I'll praise the Most High. Jeremiah 52, declare ye among the nations and publish it. Set up a standard, publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken. Baal is confounded. Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded. Her images are broken in pieces because you guys know what? You guys are confounded. I'm telling you. Tell me not. You're fighting at the corners. Y'all thinking you were gangsters, making gangster music. All of a sudden, your young guy from Sakari is like, man, I don't understand what's going on. I mean, it's like they're trying to be gangsters. Well, that's all the music you guys make. Gangster shit. See, gangster ass. That's not a bad word. And that, that's what that comes out of. So let's go back. Set up a standard and raise the bar, family. Sirach 27, let's go back to it because there's a point of where I'm going with this. Sirach 27:12. If thou be among the discreet or the indiscreet, which you are going to be around especially when you're in jail. Observe the time, meaning pay attention. Never stop looking. Always watch your back. Never drop your pants. In jail or out of jail. And I don't mean it like out of jail. I'm talking about just be mindful. Be prudent of who you're dealing with. Observe the time, because just because they look like they're righteous don't mean they are. But be continually among the men of understanding. Stay as close as you can to stay in the herd. Meaning the people that do care about you. Observe. Watch what they're doing. This is why the scriptures talk about at one point, don't trim your ways, man. Don't compromise. Don't well, we're the tears. I mean, they're the tears, so we just got to. Now, how you? What? Just no, man, you're tripping. Now you're doing something else. Jeremiah chapter 2:33. Why trimmeth thou thy ways to seek love? We saw what it said earlier. When you're around the indiscreet, be careful. Let me get that for you real quick. Proverbs 14:18. The simple inherit folly. It's true. But how do they inherit folly? And what is folly? By trimming your ways. By not being mindful of the indiscreet. Meaning not paying attention to your surroundings. Thinking that everything's cool. Everything's good. One body, in which I fell. You have some others bringing up UCBK fights. Some questioning the whole awakening. Now, oh, yeah, you're right. TH, yeah, you're right. They're all, I don't know. Divine Nine. Masonry. Oh, my God. That's our history. Yeah, I kept telling y'all. I kept telling you guys. It's okay if you're not Israel. You can't force the Most High. Because if we're not Israel, then we're not Israel, family. You know what I mean? You can't. I'm still going to keep the laws. I'm still going to do as best as I can because they feel good. They're actually teaching me how to be a person and control my spirit. But if I'm not Israel, I'm not Israel. So who cares? I'm still going to try to live a righteous path. I have that in my spirit. That's what I do know. I know that I want to live righteously. But you can't be boastful. Now, am I being boastful here? No, not at all. What I'm doing is I'm stepping up for my family and saying at the front door, not the front door, the porch, like the front house, at the yard, outside, at the gate, stay the hell out. We're not the same people. No. I don't want your bread. I don't want your help. I don't want nothing from you. Because since 1492, nothing's been good. Hey, think about this, man, for a second. Just food for thought. They said that the so-called white man used the word Renaissance for them to regain power, right? Okay. Was it really them? Because wasn't the white man in Europe and they finally got those guys out of Europe, right? Wouldn't they be thrilled to be regaining power there first? No, yeah, of course they would, right? But when you look at the Renaissance, so whose Renaissance? You mean the Moors whose kingdom fell? And then you came here to revive your history again? I'm on to you. Don't tell me why. I don't know why. Maybe it is of the Most High. Or maybe I'm just a drug addict, man, making up stories, and you know what I mean? Maybe I'm misleading you guys. I don't know. I mean, I'm not making stuff up. I bring up facts. I read scripture. I show you guys books, which I'm going to do today. And then you decide. Anyways, 1 Maccabees 3:52, it says, and lo, the heathen are assembled together against us to destroy us. What things they imagine against us, thou knoweth. Of course, the Most High knows. How shall we be able to stand against them except thou, O God, be our help at all signs, at all costs? You always make sure you put the Most High above you in everything of the way. Then sounded they with trumpets, hold on. Isaiah, hold on chapter 58 and verse 1. Give me a second. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. See that? Cry out loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. So that's what I'm doing. Standing up because they assembled against us. They're trying to take your spirit, fam. I'm not trying to take your spirit. I'm trying to give you mine. Take some of mine, man. Here you go. Here, have it. Kind of like this, fam. And no way, shape, or form do I compare myself to any man of the scriptures at all. I never will. I'm not, never, man. We're so far from that ability or power. Come on, Nate. Give me a break, bro. You can barely ride a horse, let alone fly. Anyways, Numbers 11:17. Watch this real quick. And I will come down and talk with thee there, and I will take out of the spirit which is upon thee, and I will put it upon them, and they shall bear the burden of the people with thee. So me, before I read this ever, that's what I always told brothers, man. Just feed off my fire, man. I don't care. That's the whole point of why we're here. Now let's finish that. The simple, Proverbs 14:18, the simple inherit folly. We know what folly is. They inherit lies, stupidity, confusion, because of their leaders. But the prudent, because of their leaders, are crowned, because of their leaders, with knowledge, because their leaders are prudent of wisdom. And the crown is the crown of salvation, the scriptures of the Most High. And the knowledge is the experience, like, hey, listen, I walked it already. Here's what I did. Here's where I'm at. So listen, fam, you guys are in camps. Tell them, how do you repent? What is the process of repentance? They just give you a scripture and then they figure you're going to get the answer. That's not it. That's not it. Hey, listen, and then they will, we're taking alms because everybody is earning equally. No, that's BS, because Nate the Snake Roberts has about $600,000 a year in income. No, I'm sorry, I lied. $600,000 a month in income. 5 point some million a year. And then in net is $155 million. You guys are not broken off equally. So much for the scriptures. Hold on a second. Bruh, hold on.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
This is who they are. Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy. Hold on.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. You see, it's kind of like that whole thing where, oh, God, please forgive me. God, please forgive me. God, please forgive me. I'll never do it again. Things are good. Then they go back to themselves. Or that relationship or ex-marriage, whatever. Unfortunate ones, right? I'll change, baby. I'll swear. I'll change. Okay. I'm sorry. That was you. It wasn't me. You know what I mean? You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have said that. You should have that. Should have, could have, whatever. But it's like that. Eventually, the iron shows its rust. Eventually. That's why you guys got to be patient. And like the brother said, man, ask for prudence. Ask for patience. Don't ask for all the understanding of the world. No, ask for patience, because through patience, there's a scripture that says, through patience, ye find your soul. Something. If you can get that, bro, whoever can, that'd be great. Jeremiah 15:11. Watch this. And the Lord said, verily it shall be with thy remnant. Verily I will cause the enemy to treat thee well in the time of evil and in the time of affliction. Now, why am I saying this? Remember we said Luke 16:19? I'll read it. There's a point. Remember this. Verily it shall be well with thy remnant. Verily I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil and in the time of affliction. That's why Luke 16 and 9 said, let me read it just so I'm going to jump on this. And I said unto you, make to yourselves friends of the mammon of unrighteousness, that when ye fail, they may receive you into everlasting habitation. Why does he say that? Because it's the Most High. He deals with you. He's going to make sure that the kings are under his command, not theirs, not yours. Verily, I will cause the enemy to entreat thee. Not you, not Jeremiah. I, meaning the Most High. Look, fam. Oh, the only reason I understand these things is because I've studied the milk, and I didn't involve myself with other things. Daniel 4:17. This matter is by decree of the watchers. So I'm not asking to be a watcher. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just passing the message. And the demand by the word of the holy ones. Maybe this so-called messenger or watcher is so you guys can do it a lot better than me. I do want you guys to do it better. Teach better than me, man. Bring on more truth better than me. More understanding. More patience, maybe. Not as loud. You know what I mean? Can't change me. It's me. This matter is by decree of the watchers and the demand of the word of the holy ones to the intent. Listen, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men and giveth it to whomever he will and set it up over it the bases of men. So as you can see, the basis of men gave you that knowledge. 14:29, Proverbs 14:29. Whoever is patient has great understanding. That was the word patience. But one who is quick-tempered displays folly. Let me read this again. Daniel 4:17. This matter is by decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones. The demand, okay? It's not a choice. To the intent. I read it like this. I'll read it better. Not better, just clear. This is the decision of the alert and watchful angels. So then let all people everywhere know that the supreme God, our Father, has power over human kingdoms and that he, not them, he can give them to anyone he chooses, even to those who are least important. So remember the class I did that when the ravens feed you? Hey, Shalom, Blad. You know how I can't see you on the screen, bro. So Shalom, bro. Remember I said that class I said when the ravens feed you? Well, who was feeding you? Who did God give the power to bring you guys the scriptures and say, hey, look, we're the leader? Man. It was for their detriment. It was to lift them up, to bring them to destruction. That's what it is. Say it loud and proud. It's not our rules, family. It's the Most High. And like I said, nobody can prove. Even those people in Israeli. It's well known from their rabbis that they were Khazarian converts. Stop lying. So that means there's only a few people that can, but not everybody. Besides, if you are, you're not going to know. And if you're not going to know. So then why act like you made it? Romans 13:3, for rulers are not a terror to good works, but to do evil. Yes, man. You can deal with prostitutes. It's a transaction. Oh, you can have another wife, just don't tell the main one. Hey, if your wife don't believe, man, you give her a year and a half, and then you can leave her IOIC. You know what I'm saying? For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. Hey, good night, bro. Have a good night, bro. All right, so now I'm going to show you something real quick. Let's kind of change a little bit of the not the topic, but I'm going to give you guys a little history here. So we have what's called the minerals of pre-Columbia, right? And one of the very important colors or minerals within our people was this color. Okay. Like turquoise, right? People call it turquoise. Okay. You can see this is from rockgem.com. The great pre-Columbian Native American civilization, the Olmec, Maya, Inca, Aztec, and gold working cultures of Colombia left behind their material legacy and remarkable array of artifacts. They left gold works, figurines of silver and platinum, tools of copper, bronze, turquoise, mosaics, jade mask, obsidian knives, bright red painting of cinnabars and hematite, intricate limestones, and basaltic carvings. Jade. Interesting word. What is jade? Jade color. Right? Jade is green. Now, this was my favorite color, fam. This forest green, right? I guess it's jade. It's my favorite color. Now, I'm going somewhere, so follow me here. Walk with me. As you can see, let me get that for you, bro. Let me get that for you. Ephesians 2, right? Let me see. Let's see. Ephesians 2, verse 8. For by grace are ye saved through faith. There you go, bro. By grace are ye saved through faith, and not of yourselves. So even if, listen, look at my DNA. Look, man, it's not of yourselves. It is a gift of God, and not of works only, lest any man should boast. Meaning, like, I keep the laws of God. Yeah, but you ain't changing inside. We see your actions. Listen, if you guys were changing, you guys should have been fighting. You guys have been having the scriptures for quite some time. 60, 70 years since 1960, right? ISPK since 1960, 70, 80, 90, 2000. Bro, you guys are going almost 50 years and you guys are fighting in corners now. You're getting worse. Damn. Lest any man should boast. So let's not boast. Anyways, so we got green, jade, you know what I mean? Now, it's funny, but I'm not going to get into it, but I found this word to be jadeite. Interesting word, fam. There was such a thing as Jedites, a particular tribe that preferred this color, but I won't get into it because that's not what I'm trying to do. Jediite cake, like Judite. Just saying. But anyways, I'm referencing the color. Okay, the color, just the color. No big deal. So then now I'm going to show you this over here. It continues. Maya sculptures made out of jade or emerald. Some type of, we see it here. So this color is very green. A lot of so-called Mexicans love green, in case you guys don't know it. Not because of the flag. It is a culture, like it's within our bloodline. You guys are missing it. So no matter what you say or do, look, the food, the spirit, and these inner workings of ourselves that tells us who we are. So go ahead, have it all you want, Wabos. You guys are looking like huevos. Eventually, you're going to crack. Okay? So then you got jade color. Jade, right? Jade color. Okay. You guys are getting the point. I'm glad. So now, what exactly, like I said, the real meaning of MAYATE. Right? The real meaning of MAYATE. So, Black Americans, please stop using this as if so-called we're racist. We're not. Okay, so I'm from Guadalajara, Jalisco, right? Watch this. Guadalajara, Jalisco, yeah. So I'm from this part here, right? They're supposedly selling the houses over there. Anyways, I grew up here, not necessarily here. Let me see if I can get them out. There goes Guatemala. Quiet. Show you guys Dark Road, burial, right there. See? So anyways, the reason I'm showing you guys this, right? That's where I'm from. I want to show you, look, it's way inland. Okay. Zapopan and all that stuff, right? Okay. It's really hot here. It's a really hot climate. It's up the mountains, all right? So my point being is, as you can see, this is where it gets heat. I'm saying this because I grew up catching these insects. Right? We call them mayates. So I caught them all the time. Every summer. Every summer. I would climb on the back of my like we had like a wall fence. And it was 4 houses, like, you know, all houses are connected. So like 4 houses are together. So it's like from the sky, you could see like a cross. So I would sit like in the center of it, right? And these guys would fly around, dude, because they eat fruit. So I'd catch them and put them like in little bottles, right? The idea was so you could put some, because they fly. So what you do is you put some string here on top, right here in this corner, right here, right? Put the string there. And then you see like, watch it, I'll show you. Yeah, they're on a string. See that? That's what I did. That's what we kids did over there. We would put these strings on them and they'd fly around like in a circle. And the thing with these guys is they don't really have a direction. They just like fly around. You know, it's not like a big deal. They don't bite. So that's what mayates are known for in Mexico. Okay. Now there's these other bugs in the summer. They're brown though, but they're not called by mayates. All right. And you can see these are not, you know, these are wonderful looking. Like me, I'm the kid, man. I used to love catching them because, man, look at them. They were so green and they were weird looking and they would shine so cool. And you know what I'm saying? You could actually keep them and then eventually they just fly away. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just showing you something because the Most High does have a purpose for everything, fam. Okay. Maybe he was like, I'm gonna let this guy see these mayates because he's the ballsy one that's gonna actually explain what it really means to be a mayate. Because I'm sick of it. I remember they would say, yeah, you call me mayate. When I first came to this country, like, yeah, they call me mayate. And then I was like, mayate, bro, but they're green. See, that's not a mayate though. Okay. They're known to be green. Now, the bugs up here, they're dark, meaning like brown, dung bugs or June bugs, whatever. But those are not where I'm from. Trust me, I was a collector of insects. My mom hated it. And these were one of my favorite because it was obviously my color green. So see, mayate, que es, that's not it. That's a dung bug. That's not what we call a mayate. That's actually more newer terms, like after 2000. Okay. So let me go here real quick, just to clarify. Let me see. Okay, here goes one. See, here goes one of these brown ones. But these are not considered mayates. Okay? We don't catch these. We don't touch those. Ever. They don't bite. They're just ugly. So if we were intending to call you guys something like that, if it was an insect, we would have used this one. But that's not the case. So let me show you this here real quick. Where are you at? Let's see if I can find it. Unless I close it, that would be pretty dumb. Hold on, family. Okay, let me see if I can get it. Where's it at? I thought I had it. Let me see. I have a link here. Let me see if I can get it over here. Hold on, all right? Okay, so now here's the name of the beetle. Emerald Euphoria beetle. Okay? lustrous green and gold, or blue and purple, or red and orange. Not black. Not black. You see what I mean? I know it's some short stuff, but it's not black. It's green, gold. Green and gold, like, you know, the vest of the Messiah. Blue and purple. Red and orange. That's about it. So now let me show you this real quick. It says here that the meaning of MAYATE, the first one comes with hold on, etymology. Nahua. It's a Nahua word. Classical Nahuatl. Okay? Mayates. A figurative beetle, June bug. Okay? Or Mexico slang, active homosexual. Top. Active top homosexual. Some say that there was a slang word. No, it wasn't. Y'all did that. We never called it that. And there's a reason why we called you guys that. So, let me show you some of the reasons. Okay? Let me go to Romans chapter 1, verse 25. It says, who changed the truth of God into a lie and worshiped themselves and served the creature more than the creator, meaning who they look in a mirror to. Don't they want a black man that looks like them? Who changed the truth of God into a lie? Remember in Exodus, Most High went up, came down, and they wanted to make a cast out of him. It's like, you guys need to see your faces. It's like, that's what the strangers, because remember, the strangers tempt also. It was the strangers that tempted, remember? Hey, let's make an image. Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worshiped and served the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into what is, unto which is against nature. And likewise also, the men, living the natural use of women, burned in their lust. By the way, you know the scriptures in Revelation 1:13, as if he burned in a furnace. So it burned in lust. So was that lust black? Oh, what about the burned tree or bush? Was that bush black? Don't be selective. The word ain't black. It ain't blackety black. So get out of it, man. Anyways, that's not the point. Burn in their lust one towards another. This is very clear. Men with men. Excuse me, what? Men with men working that which is unseemly to the normal individual. And this is a knock on anybody. Nope. I'm not dissing anything on their lifestyle. Hey, that's your lifestyle. Whatever. It's just me reading this because I'm making a point. Because we use this, like I said, remember initially, we kind of make up words like nicknames to kind of identify us in a way. Like, hey, that's so-and-so. Yeah, el Pantera. ¿Qué onda con el Pantera? Like, oh, because, you know, he's dark, like my brother, dark skin, and he could move quick. That's why. All right? But however, likewise, also men living the natural use of women burned in their lust one towards another. Men with men working that which is unseemly. Meaning, not just are they doing it. I'm talking about, bro, they full on like love and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat. What does that mean? Even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind. So now let's get to the point of this. Let's get to the bottom of this here. Man, family, we have this definition here for a reason, okay? So this is from most guys. Watch this real quick. I'll show you something. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. I know. We know what it's about. So anyways, let me, yeah, it's already translated. Perfect. All right, here it goes. So it says here, MAYATE, gay dictionary. Okay. We're not, by the way, I'm not offending anybody, YouTube. This is the colloquial understanding of the word mayate. And we use this in a way of, instead of being so derogatory, like joto or puto, whatever, we're like, hey, mayate, ¿qué onda? Right? Because we knew that mayates have a certain way of being. You're going to find out right now. It says mayate is a term that has its origins in the word mayat from the Mexican Nahuatl language, used to denominate a beetle. People also use this to insult homosexual men. Hold on. Ooh, excuse me. What? People also use this to insult homosexual men. Now, again, I'm reading this. I'm not insulting you men that are living this way, that are not Israel, that don't think you're a people. I Lord willing, man, you repent. But I am not dissing you guys. This is a explanation of a definition. So it says, used to denominate beetle. People also use it to insult or identify homosexual men. Although more specifically, to name those men who define themselves as heterosexual, but who have sex with men. Whoa. Exactly. Who the hell are you? So let's be clear again. People also use it to insult homosexual men, which is not right. You shouldn't be insulting homosexual men. What's wrong with you guys? Mayates, come on, bro. That's wrong. That's wrong. Don't be calling mayates, bro. Come on, bro. Why are you calling mayates, bro? Don't be calling them that. People also use it to insult homosexual men. Jail. Booty bandits. That's what they call them. Although more specifically, to name those men who define themselves as straight. You know, the ones in jail and stuff. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. But who have sex with men. So I'm like, I'm a man, bro. I'm a man. I ain't no girl, because I'm on top. That's what it means. Mayate would be the equivalent of the Peruvian, ma gente, mostacero, or the Colombian cucarón. Let's watch this. Peruvian montecero. Let's look up the word. That's what I'm talking about. So you see. Meaning mayate. Mayate sería el equivalente de montecero. See that? Mostacero. Dice que, hold on, let me translate it. Mostacero is the chimera of the male. Since ancient time, even when even with LGBTQ men or LGBTQ behavior was normalized, the man who effed another man, the active one, was not given the same consideration as the one who effed the passive one. This different social consideration has owned the self-defined heterosexual man to have been able to give free reins to his desires from past to present. Damn. Y'all gotta repent, bro. For this type of male in Peru, they have one word, mostacero. Okay? And in Colombian, they call him cucarón. And it means, let's see. Let's go back. It means, what does it mean? Okay, I guess that's not what it means. Come on, bro. Just tell me what it means. Yeah, I guess it's the same thing. You know, it's the same thing here. It's what I'm finding. Ronron excavador. Escarabajo. Let me see that. What's that mean? For us, a mayate is like a net. Or something else. I forgot. Let's see. Something else in my town. Oh, yeah. A mayate is a big bug. Yeah. That we used to fly when we were. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, that's just real talk. We're just adding the string. But here in America, they made it into a damn racial thing. Es una excavadora. Yeah, exactly, bro. Yeah, that's right. Excavan. I get it now. I get it. So then I can see why they were digging in a hole. You know what I mean? Kind of like. But anyways, man, it's like sincere stuff. You know what I mean? So look, I will rouse your journey through people. I will rouse your jealousy through people who are not even an Asian. I will provoke your anger through the foolish Gentiles. These busted out fake teens are still trying to be us. Yeah, it's crazy. So let's continue. All right. So we see now that there is a history in this so-called definition. So it says in both cases, these actively top role of these men in anal intercourse is highlighted by the rest of the feast. Is highlighted by the rest of the feces that the tender can show after anal. Man, this is heavy. Hey, listen, get your kids out of the room. In MAYATE, the relationship with feces may be that the larva of this beetle feeds on the other animal, and is the case with the term cucaron, which is a beetle that is dedicated to the transport balls of excrements from one side to feed himself. I see. There are those who affirm that the relationship with beetle is that it makes penetration in the cornfield, even that it has to do with bright colors, insects, yada, yada, yada. Oh, bright colors, even with insects in relation to the bright and shining colors of homosexual man, a relationship that we discard since this slang is clearly used to refer to masculine men. So it calls masculine men so-called mayates. They're not effeminate. They're like the male. They're the male of the relationship. Now check this out. First written reference, we find the word mayate related to the homosexuality is found in 1904 by text by Carlos Rumagnac. That's where we going. All praises, my family. So now, book is in 1904. Okay? I'm not lying. 1904. So now, let's look up the word mayate. First one, it says here. Let me magnify this. Please allow me to magnify. Can I magnify? Hold on. Let me see if I can magnify it. And I guess I can. Yeah, I guess I can. Hold on. Okay, on the bottom it says, esto lo observé. Here, I'll go to the top. It's going to be in English, right? So whoever doesn't got the translator, oh well. You know, that's my bad. De tipo más indígena que criollo, su tisionomía es vulgar. Oh, I see. Okay, de tipo más indígena que criollo. Okay. Su fisonomía es vulgar y sin embargo se anima cuando se le contradice o sobre todo cuando se le ataca en su amor propio. Entonces se pone rojo, habla con violencia, levanta el labio superior del lado derecho y su mirada refleja con claridad los sentimientos que experimenta. Esto lo observé especialmente cuando al referirme a un detalle de que me daba sobre uno de sus compañeros de cárcel y que después relataré, le pregunté si no había sido nunca caballo o mayate. Hold on, what? Que si nunca has sido o llamado, o si nunca has sido, meaning like, have you ever been a horse or a mayate? I guess bottom or top. Aunque varias veces tendré que ocuparme en este ensayo de tratar casos de inversiones y perversiones sexuales, creo que oportuno mencionar a grandes rasgos por la hora algunas de las costumbres que a ese respecto se observaban en nuestras cárceles de Belém, que cuando todas aquellas en que existe aún un sistema de comunidad es teatro constante de esos vicios, origen de erímenes, tanto más repugnantes, cuanto que es el indoble o el móvil de los términos, right? So that's one. Let's see right here. Next one. Where are you? Let me see this. Okay. La periodista sabe que era. Let me see if I can magnify it. I mean, shrinking out a little bit. There it goes right here. I'm trying to read it as best as I can from a distance, fam. It's right there. It says here. Can't even see it either. Okay, there it goes. All right. It's right here. Estuve como 7 o 8 años en la escuela terminando su instrucción primaria. También estaba en la escuela industrial y en la correccional como castigo pedido por la madre porque se fugó del hogar mercándose hasta Querétaro. Ya desde esas escuelas empezó a conocer el vicio de la pederastia y saber lo que era caballo o mayate. Tiene varios tíos. Uno de ellos enferma de la espina, dice a causa de un golpe que recibió. All right, hold on, let me see if I can find another one. 89. Dice aquí, mayates y caballos. Let me go back to page, I guess, 90. Okay, so it's page 92, right? Okay, 91. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Se paraba hacia 3 días la víspera de su ingreso en la cárcel, el 9 de julio de 1903. También en un figón con las otras, la encontró en un figón con otras prostitutas y varios hombres. A él le acompañaba un amigo y todos estaban más o menos ebrios. El amigo le llamó la atención y al verle Filomena, que se llamaba con un herrero, se desató en injurias contra él, diciéndole que era un buey, un caballo, una mula, y que ahí venía su padre, el herrero. A pesar de esas gravísimas ofensas, salió del figón, pero Filomena, siempre con el error, fue en su seguimiento y, tras nuevos insultos, le pegó una cachetada, entablándose la riña en que tercero de herrero. Okay, so here's the point. Where is it at? I thought I read it. Am I just reading it for nothing? No, I saw it in here. Hold on a second, fam. I don't just want to read for nothing. I had one thing that I needed to show you guys. All right. Más esta había compenso en la mañana que si niega acercarse de la proposición de su mayate. Okay. So it says here, más esta se había confesado por la mañana y se negó a ceder a las proposiciones de su mayate. Y como es masón, él dice ser libre pensador. You hear that? Uh-oh. Getting crazy now. Let me see some. So we see the word Mason here. Right? Apparently there's a word Mason here. What's Mason doing in here? Let's go back over here. A Mason dealing with the homosexual stuff? Right? Go in here. It says here, nada necesitaré añadir respecto a las conversaciones que pueden tener entre sí aquellas infelices criaturas, a fin de que por una frase se comprende la perniciosa influencia que en todos esos pequeños cerebros produce la detención en un común y sin distinción de ninguna especie. Reproduzco textualmente la proferida para explicar el concepto que se forma de unos a otros. Todos creen que el más templado hable de él en la observación, porque viene por homicidio, y cuando le hacen algo les reclama en derecho para que no se meten con él. Oh, okay, so he went in jail because I guess because he murdered somebody, right? And then it says here, Go back. Where did I see it? All right, well, I might have lost it then. See, that's why I don't like these. Sometimes it's not good to use these kind of books. Este caballo vino, nunca muchacho. Hold on. Let's see here real quick. It's right here. En la cárcel se dedica a la zapatería y me dice que el maestro, patrón de taller, le contestan conversando lo de los mayates y caballos. Y que ahí lo que a un muchacho debe hacer es seriedad. So, look, yeah, here, I'm going to give you guys a link. This is in Spanish anyways. What was that? In certain jails in USA, they call the LGBT stone workers. Whoa. Damn, bro, that's a trip. I didn't know that. Let me see. One more. Let me see where we're at. Okay, it's up here. ¿Y qué me cuenta de los mayates y los caballos? De eso hay tercios. Nunca había yo visto lo que aquí. Pues, ¿qué ha visto? Dice, usted, pues, ¿qué ha visto usted? Let's listen to this. Pues, ¿qué ha visto usted? Yo, para mí, es una cosa muy horrenda. Como lo ha visto. Como he estado de guardia, les he caído y les he pegado realmente. Es una cosa repugnante para mí. Aquí me describe algunos de los costumbres de las cárceles con jesuítico tono. ¿Qué piensa usted hacer al salir de aquí? Como no conozco México, quién sabe qué camino agarre. Pienso trabajar, pero ya estoy muy acabado. Solo que encuentro alguien destino de portero, de lacayo, cosas de no sean fuertes por mi pulmón. ¿Nunca ha tenido usted ganas de fugarse? No, señor. Y he tenido muy bonitas épocas para hacerlo, por poder llegar hasta la aleadia y estar en el boquete. Además de he subido a las azoteas y cuidar a los trabajadores. So he's basically given a story of like what he saw. Like, man, I saw some crazy stuff. So again, let's not lose the point. Let's not lose the point, fam. The word mayate. As you can see, all over the place, it says, dice que aunque las primeras veces que estuve preso, yo hablar de en la cárcel de mayates y caballos, ya no le cogía la cosa de nuevo, pues desde la calle había aprendido todo lo que se refería en esos vicios. So now, for you guys that think this is not a serious matter, it is a serious matter. You see, for us, we don't roll like that, man. I mean, I know we got, obviously, man, everybody, we got family members. Come on, bro. I'd be stupid to say, nah, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm trying to say is that word was never meant to be racial. That word was meant to protect us. That word was meant to identify us. Now, there's two pieces to this puzzle here, because people thought that the word mayate was a slang in the 90s and, or the 60s, 50s. No. We've known about that word since 120 something years, long time ago. Here's why, family, okay? I'm going to show you why, because, well, I'm going to show you. You're like, what is it? Why are you guys calling because mayate is basically, they hump each other. Watch this. You see? They hump each other. That's what they do. So when I was little, I would see some of that stuff, and I was like, "What the hell? What are they doing?" And it never crossed my mind. But yeah, that's what they do. They males jump on them, and actually do penetrate. They don't get pregnant, but it's awkward because that's normal for them. So that's why you want me to be more graphic here, so you can remember that it's not a racist thing. So stop calling us racist. You know what it is? It's a historical thing. It's a way to say, hey, tú te con ese mayate, güey. You know what that means? Watch out for that gay dude. Now, the story is in American Me that there's 2 points to it. Okay? I'm not going to get into the whole politics of it. That's none of my business. I'm just pointing out the history that I know about the word. Okay? So, apparently this movie is based on 1950, right? Now, in those years, the only people that were really in jail was black and brown, or brown and black, however you want to say it. Not really that many güeros. So when I saw this, I'm like, why would a güero even be in there in the first place? So the story is that this didn't happen because if it would have happened, he would have never been part of the clica. But then again, some people say it did happen, but they didn't want to say it was black because obviously it's pride. And the movies didn't want to admit it. So they calls it racism or, stereotype. So then they let it, whatever. I don't know. Okay. But I do know this, that when it comes to politics in jail, there's a certain nation of people that deal with us because the way we deal with ourselves and our people and just basic. Listen, it's unfortunate. I don't like to use this word righteous because you're in jail, but the way that we conduct ourselves in jail is an unbelievable system. An actual way that we can conduct ourselves here, but with the scriptures, because that's how I handle myself. And we need to have standards for each other. So let me show you where some of the history is and why the word came about. This is from a movie, American Me, short clip. And then Santana gets rape scene. Again, I'm just saying, this is what I hear. I don't know. It's my opinion. I don't know. But I do know that this is very common. So was this the reason why MAYATE came about again? Let's go.
Say one word about this. There'll be shit on my knife, not on my dick.
See, the story, so I'm not sure, but Raza was never that big, fam. If you look at the movie, you see a lot of those kids were small, man. And a lot of you bullies, you mayates, love to take advantage. And I don't mean just black, I'm talking about mayates in general. Of the weak people. That's the sad part. So let me tell you why things happen for why they happen. Okay? Family, I'm gonna put a video here. It's somewhat graphic. Bear with me. It's about let me see. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. See, I'll just play it like this in case so I can speed it up. This is the riot from Pelican Bay. Okay. Now, people say, "Oh, I don't know why you deal with the so-called white people. You know, they racist as hell. They're racist as hell, man. Yada 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 yada. They treat us like, they treat us bad." in the same breath, you call us penis pics and then threaten us. Say like, you little ones, you little people, what you gonna do? Right? They kind of say that. I showed you guys a video the other day. This guy was here. He goes right here. I'll show you. So I want to remind this individual. Let's see if you think it's funny. Okay, let's go.
Tell me how you really feel. Tell us.
I got you, bro. Hold on for a minute. Cause you can't. It ain't but three of them. It ain't but three of y'all. No, y'all can't make us know. Even if we go back through history, it done always been us having to come say y'all motherfucking ass that y'all couldn't do nothing with them white folks. Since y'all so big and bad, why y'all couldn't do nothing to them folks when they were taking y'all motherfucking babies at the border? Why y'all couldn't do who was standing up for y'all, tit-toe down? Even when the white folk ain't want y'all over here, we was. Even if we go back to slavery times, boy, we was the ones that were fighting back. That's why they call it the Gullah Wars. We had to go help y'all because y'all couldn't do nothing. What is you talking about? Man, look, don't get what y'all do to them Bloods and them Crips out there in California. Whatever little boy y'all got going on, fucked up with all black folk, boy, because that ain't how it gonna go down, boy. You sit your little ass down somewhere now. Cause ain't that many y'all ain't nowhere but Mexico. We all over this motherfucker. You know that black folks in Mexico, right? You know that, right? Y'all hide them from us. Y'all don't want us to see them. But it's black folks in Mexico, so whose side you think? Y'all better sit y'all little ass down somewhere. Can't even beat El Chapo, he in prison. Bro, right? He right. Y'all can't even beat that small group of dope boys. What the fuck you think you gonna do with all us? Man, you better sit your little ass down somewhere. You ain't in nowhere but Mexico. Ain't but three of y'all. Ain't but three. They wouldn't even be foul. Hell wrong with y'all, man. Them folk got to go in laboratories and create diseases and shit in order to beat us because their guns don't work. The fuck is wrong with man? Boy, get your ass out of here, boy. Go sit your ass down at the pyramids and pray. The hell wrong with you, boy? Now, them white folk look at y'all just like they look at us. Use the N-word to them. You in the same category we in. You can't tell by the way they treat you? When black folks link up, the FBI and the CIA, all the government officials link up. Because it's finna be some shit. When y'all link up, they slap you on your ass and send you to the corner. Sit your little ass down somewhere now. This ain't what you want. Sit your little ass down somewhere now. Now you can continue to get them, bro.
Yep. Yep. That looks like it's just three of us. Sure as hell looks like three of us. I'm not proud of that at all, family. But there's a reason why these things happen and why in those rooms or walls, people have to keep it real. You got to. Because let me just say something real quick. You know, the whole thing, I'm just going to make it quick. From what I understand, the Pelican Bay riot, it was a problem with the Woods, so-called Woods, and the blacks. But they chickened out. So now, why the Woods and so-called Mexicans, they run together because they trust Raza, because of their militant approach, because of the way that we run ourselves in those walls. You call it righteousness, meaning you keep rules. There's laws that you abide by. There's exactly like kind of like, you know, certain things you just don't do. So there's a reason why, because this is where that name came from. This is where that name came from. I'll put the African country, right? Is that if you think about it, you see, our brothers, we're not that big. But one thing we do know about you guys is you guys take advantage of certain things. So let me continue to show you just a little bit.
At Vista,
this is you know, that dude, Blood, whatever. So I'm not gonna play it normal. I'm gonna do it speed. Hopefully he doesn't block. I don't know.
brand into your customer's hands.
Doesn't matter, but anyway, I want to show you this because he's gonna say some things, and you guys need to understand that we have what's called unity in our bloodline already. Okay, that we have unity in our bloodline. So all we need to do is just put the guns down, put the knives down, pick up a book, pick up your history. The scriptures is our actual sword. You see, for a long time, we've been using our might. No time for that no more. Time to use the mind and that militant approach that we have in our nature. Not to destroy, but to build. Not to oppress, but to free. Meaning, when you got real leaders, suckers don't run the law. When you got real leaders, you don't see people breaking into stores. There's actually civility. Scriptures say that too. Let's go.
You know, in LA, you know, gang culture has always been very ingrained.
Yeah.
And, you know, you have the Crips, you have the Bloods, but everyone can pretty much agree that the Mexicans run LA. Is that a fair assessment?
Definitely. I'll say we run Southern California.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Southern California. Why is that?
Power in numbers, structure, organization. At the end of the day, it's like a, you know, it's just a little different. It's just a little more military. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, other people run their programs different, and we just have it a little more structured. That's the best way I could say it.
Right, because I remember I interviewed Freeway Ricky Ross, you know, who was, you know, became the biggest drug dealer on the West Coast, and was supplying everyone, blacks, Mexicans, whatever. And he said that the black gangs never really got that big.
Black gangs really don't have the leadership stuff like
no,
not like, you know, I mean, I've been in the joint with them. I never been around Mexican gangs before, white gangs before. They have leaders. They have what they call shot callers.
But you're saying that the Crips and Bloods didn't have that?
They don't really go by those rules, you know. They got a guy that may call the shots on 2 or 3 guys, you know, they're following. But when you're talking about he's going to dictate to the whole hood, that ain't finna happen.
No.
Black gangs don't do it. If they did, they would be a lot more powerful than what they've been. I think one of the problems is lack of organization.
You know, and you have notable figures. You know, I interviewed Big U recently,
yeah,
and so forth. But I think what the Mexicans have pulled off is something that's, you know, other people have not.
For sure.
You know, like, and even, you know, and I interviewed a lot of Chicago guys, and it's like, yeah, you know, a dude over there can't tell us what to do. You know, he didn't go through what we went through on our block and so forth. So you guys were very well organized.
Absolutely.
So you had to take orders from this person who took orders from that person who took orders from.
I won't speak on that, but at the end of the day, there's just a lot of structure is the best way I could say it.
Well,
Structure, family. That's what I'm talking about. Structure. So now, I'm showing also why we are different and why there is a distant approach towards them. Okay? I'm going to show you something real quick. Let me see what I'm I just remember he said something real important, and it says like to this. It actually says to what I usually say here. Where is it at? Okay, here. Message to all my brothers and sisters, but mostly brothers. Victory comes through faith in our Father, the Most High, Yahweh, and obedience with His word, rather than through numerical superiority or military might. And that's it. It's different now, family. You see, there's righteousness in this particular structure because at least we can organize ourselves. It was like kind of mixed emotion, man. When my brother told me, I was like, man, it feels good, but man, it feels bad. It feels bad, bro, but it feels good. It feels good because there's unity. Because I may be mad at my brother. One of my brothers doesn't talk to me, whatever. But if I ever saw him in the street, something was going on, I haven't seen him in years. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna get his back 100%, no matter what. No matter what. And see, that's how our people are. We can put our differences aside. Unlike others. So one of the things we have is we protect each other. And we gave each other warnings too. We make sure that, hey, man, you're not going to get taken advantage of. So I'm going to show you a little bit of what I mean and why we don't do booty bandit crap and why y'all are been identified and why it's unfortunate that you don't come to the grips and conclusion that that's how your spirit is. And you want to go blame somebody and hide from the fact, oh, that's racist. No, that's when your spirit. So if you're Israel, well, then you need to fix that. But if you ain't, well, I'll still suggest to fix it. But at this point, I don't care. I care about my people. Our gente. The people that really has gone through the curses. Not some selective versions here and there in Deuteronomy. Not some, actually, it happened in 1619. That's not even the real slave date. Stop lying to us, family. Look, listen, and stop lying to yourselves. If we're not the same people, we're not the same people. It's it. Done. So look, it's funny. There was a few people watching, right? And a lot of them left. So I guess it's the enemy. Let's go.
Everybody's asking me about the new booties. What happens when you're a fish and you roll up to CDC?
Where's fish? Where's fish? I don't want to go home. I want my mother.
When you roll up as a fish, as a new booty, you're a new inmate, you come rolling in, they give you your bedroll, they give you your toothbrush, they give you your fish kit, they give you all the small shit that you get as an inmate as you arrive. You get your mat, you get your pillow, it's a small one, and you come rolling up. They used to have these big old blue, nice mats that were actually comfortable, but then they switched over back to the super shitty ones that just feel like shit. You're laying on nothing. But anyways, you'll come rolling up to the block, and this is what I hate, man. Like, literally in shot collar, they made it seem like it was possible for that white boy to come rolling through the spot when he just showed up. He just showed up, and someone was going to trip on him. Everybody on that yard or in that spot would have already had his back. His people would have already been on him. If you roll up, I'm going to already be on you or have somebody on you. They're going to come up and they're going to grab your bedroll, grab your stuff, bring you to your cell. Now, the second yard is released, one of our people is going to go straight to your cell and bring you to yard. We're not going to leave nothing to fault. We don't play games like that. This is straight militant. We know that you're a liability until you know all the rules. So you're being tailed everywhere you go. Independence, one up, one down. I don't even care if you're in a cell. It's one up, one down. There's never two people sleeping. I mean, in daytime, if you lay it down, your celly's on the floor, scoping everything, fishing for people, signing to people. Everything is a militant. If there's problems and you're in a dorm even, you're not even sleeping. You're staying up. You're on point. It's called being on point. I think that's where on point came from, because you're on point. You ain't slipping. You're ready for everything. You're on point in a military fashion. The Northerners go everywhere with people on point. That you take a piss, someone's watching you. Everything like that. White boys do it on some yards. People always have a shadow. They're always rolling with someone. So the fact that this white boy came on a yard, which the other races would have known, that's how small it is. They know everything. Some new people came. It would have been lax. But the point is that white boy would have never strolled across that area by himself, walked in that black's territory, walked into him, and caused a problem. This would never have happened. So that shit's fake. He would have never had to get down like that. And the point is the fact that those two fought is the fakest thing I've ever seen. Every white boy would have jumped. Every black dude would have jumped. Everyone would have jumped. If a white and a black get in a fight, the place explodes. And anybody who doesn't jump for his people gets fucking stabbed.
Now, I want to say something. When that happens, Raza sides with Woods, because as you can see, they're actually following a militant structure. Means they can kind of depend on you. Let's go.
Gets his shit handed to him. That's how it works. That shit was stupid. But whatever. I'm not going to get caught up in Hollywood productions. Because at least the homie, when he got out, had Peni on his throat. So they tried to get something right. They tried. But whatever. We won't even get into that shit. So the fact being, when a new booty, when a fresh-ass motherfucker, when a new convict rolls up, his people got him. They come drop off soups. They drop off coffee. They make sure he's set. We take care of our people. We've been there. We had nothing. We do everything for each other. This man is signing up to a prison gang. A prison gang. He's going to die for you. You give him your soups. You give him coffee. He has everything he needs. You don't leave.
And by the way, they learned this from us, okay? Well, not us, but our people in this situation, because we had to learn how to protect ourselves. That's how the whole gang stuff started. Like, not gang. Like, where I grew up, it was a small town, and it was it's an Oceanside, and it was the last paved area. Our people had to pave those streets, and we had a lot of others that would come in there and bug our gente. So we got tired of people messing with our older brothers and sisters, just like now. You guys don't know, and keep making your stupid videos, man. Go ahead, put longer damn horse braids. Looking dumb. Let's go.
Leave him for nothing, because one day he's going to lay his life down for you. So we're going to give you time to get adjusted, but we're going to stay on you. Like I've always said, you're going to produce that paperwork. We're going to have to know where you've been, everything like that. We're going to have to see who you are, how you conduct yourself. But everybody's going to be on you and be friendly as fuck. Everything's chill until we see otherwise, till we get orders to move on something shady you are, you did, or in your past, whatever, anything like that. But just don't ever fucking think that if you roll in GP and CDC, you're going to have to deal with another race in a fighting manner by yourself. Seeing that made me sick. You will never have to get down with the black dude by yourself in CDC. You will never get down with the Hispanic by yourself in CDC. You will never get down with an Asian, a Northerner, a Paisa. You will never. The second a white boy fights with someone else, every white boy is jumping. This is how it works. So the fact is, we work together, we ride together. You're going straight to that pile. We're hitting you off at 123 the first day. You're hitting 123, you're doing dips, you're hitting the bars. We're making sure you're ready. Your wind is up for the riot. We do burpees for wind. Burpees are for a heart check and for wind. When that shit cracks, we don't need you a liability laying on the fucking ground, getting your ass booked and getting your ass beat. Because then we got to pick your ass up. We need everybody to be a quality asset. And that's why.
This was all learned. This was all taught by us to them. Hey, some of you brothers have already been through it worse than me. Is that true or not? We didn't follow them. They learned from our gente in there because we had to organize.
A big ass motherfucker. That's why a down ass motherfucker doesn't have to put in a lot of work. That's why a big ass motherfucker is around for the riot. I would always raise my hand. Here's me. Oh yeah, that fool needs to get his fucking shit fucking handed to him. What's up? I got this. I want to earn my shit. I like to do my shit right. I don't like walking around dealing with me. There's a problem out here. Everyone forgot that you have to deal with you when you fuck up. When you do dope, guess what? You got to deal with you, homie. When you're not okay with you, nobody else is. When you're not proud of yourself, nobody else is. See?
You see, family, we talked about this. That this is, I'm giving you a extreme example of what it took to find family, to find unity. And this also relates to these topics because this MAYATE word came out of unity. I'm going to show you because that was happening to our gente. And we had to identify you for who you are, for your actions, not how you look. It's because you move like a MAYATE. You act like one. Tienes maña, güey. We say that in Spanish, son mañas, meaning like just the way they are. I don't know, man. You can't put your finger on it. It's just a maña, bro. Just the way it is. Let's go.
Seek to make yourself proud. Conduct yourself in a quality manner that you respect. And guess what? Everybody else follows suit. We don't even fucking play that shit. I can smell a bitch on a motherfucker from so far away. I can see just by looking at him. Get in those comments and say, I know plenty of guys who aren't muscular and fuck that. Fuck that. I do too. But like I've said before, the way we conduct, show who you are on the inside, outside. Are you really going to show how soft you are on the outside, on your outside, inside? Are you really going to show that when you could not? When it's a choice? Everybody respects what they admire. Everybody wants to look somewhat better. Work and get it. Don't bitch out. Get what you want. Acquire what you admire. Be who you want to be. Someone asked me the other day, how do I get through to a youngster?
So that was important to show you. Now, I'm going to show you this real quick, just to kind of give you an idea of where we're going. MAYATE, right? Remember, it's MAYATE, bro. The point is MAYATE, right? MAYATE is the term. That's what the point is. All right. Well, you haven't really proved much, have you? Yeah, I'm showing you. I'm showing you right now. Because actually, I don't like this one. I thought that was exaggerated. So we have now so far seen a book that shows that MAYATE was a terminology or a used word 100 years ago, more than 100 years ago. So Black Americans, you can't say it's a racist. You turned it into racism. You turn everything into racism. You don't want to accept that, you know, you got certain ways. So now let me show you something. This is why there's certain ways that we conduct ourselves, and I understand now. I understand now what that meant, man. That's pretty crazy, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Watch this.
Are always like, West, say it ain't so, West. Tell me it's not racist. It's 2019. Do we have to live like this? Yeah, motherfucker. If you're GP, you have no choice, and you're going to live like this. I'm going to push the line on you. Your fellow people are going to push the line on you. Don't go to prison if this shit is shocking to you. There is no rape in California prison because of these politics. Do you want these politics, or do you want booty bandits and this other shit that they talk about in these other states' prison channels? We don't have that shit. GP California, if anybody got into anything like that, they would be dead on the spot. If you're white, if you're homie, if you're paisa, anything like that.
Listen to that again, okay? Watch.
If you're paisa, anything like that, this is the spot. If you're white, if you're homie, if you're paisa, if you're white, if you're homie, if you're paisa, if you're white, if you're homie, if you're paisa, anything like that, this is not happening. It's never happened. I've never seen it. This would be murder on the spot. So these are the reasons why the politics exist, and that's why I back them. Would you rather fucking worry about that or this? I would rather flip a coin or roll the dice every day of the week and have to put in some work than have to worry about that other shit.
And some of you guys think this is you know, that I'm joking or I'm sad. No, man. Not at all, family. This is very shocking to me. Okay? If you guys had children, please get rid of them. Let's start with this little short story here.
That he owned me. He had purchased me from the guy who anally raped me for $20 worth of commissary items. And I was now his property. He was to sit down and urinate. I had to face the wall to shower. I was not allowed at any point in time to have any mention of me being a man or having a penis. I had to wear a tucker to pull back the genitals to give the appearance of a vagina. It's extremely painful to wear most.
What he's saying is that they would make him wear a shirt. Kind of like making underwear out of your shirt. You wrap it behind you. Let's go.
The time I had to wear it all of the time. May just be as simple as me raising my voice and getting smacked, to me referring to myself as a he and getting punched. Any type of deviation from his rules were the threat of violence.
There was many young people coming through the facility, and they was the ones that was mostly getting approached by individuals that might prey on them for sexual advances or what have you.
When I first came to jail,
More than that, who I am, man. You know me.
Mark was notorious. He thrived in Limestone's Wild West atmosphere.
Back in the day, getting drunk and shit. Bunny niggas to let them know I wasn't no punk and shit. You know me. I put the stove on niggas, I load on niggas. Cannons and Jaguars, getting drove on niggas. You know me. I got more candy on my ride and Reese's Pieces. I Iceberg with creases, the mess of ice on mess of ice, you know. I told this freak I got a buffet at my sweet, she said, but real, I promise all the meat you can eat, you know. I ain't a million, my family gonna get fed. Bread and water ain't enough, we want some bacon and eggs, you know. I put a hit out of my friend by my ears, if it come back reincarnated, I'ma kill him again, you know.
As far as me being ashamed or having a complex about it, I don't. Because I'm a strong believer, if you got to be ashamed of something that you do, you shouldn't do it.
This society away from society.
So that's the definition of a MAYATE right there. You saw how he came in, all male, heterosexual leader type, right? That's what a MAYATE is. He's not acting effeminate. The one on the receiving end, we don't call him a MAYATE. They would call him a caballo, right? Because he's on his fours. And the MAYATE comes over on top. That's the whole point. So again, make sure this sinks in. And listen, not a lot of people are watching right now. And I know a lot of you guys are offended. Hey, come on board, Vladimir or Meshi. Here you go, bro. Because you know what, man? I don't want to only speak of like as if I'm making it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember, I wasn't fully locked up. You know what I'm saying? God kind of looked out for me, but I would love for you to help me out in this testimony, or not testimony, just confirmation, because it's pretty crazy, man. Let's pay attention. Look, they know what he's out. They know what this man is doing. He has respect in this cell. Shaking ass, what up, dog? And they're overlooking the fact that he's walking another man in jail, and then he's like covering him up, you know, like making it all private. It's like, it's not like, oh, I got drunk and I fell on him. No, he's going through the process. I can't wrap my mind around it. So again, MAYATEs are the heterosexual, so-called, that like to dominate the weak male.
More than that, who I am, man. You know me. If you don't,
Mark was notorious. He thrived in Limestone's Wild West atmosphere.
back in the day, getting drunk and shit, butting niggas.
See? They're cheering him on. Hey, bro, hey, you telling me, bro, that anybody, y'all been, raza, man, you get cheered on for this? This shouldn't be accepted as a culture. I could understand, individual, yeah. But as a culture, you guys accept it, which is why you needed to be identified. Hey, trucha con ese MAYATE, güey. Don't trust him because he's the booty bandit.
Let them know I went no punk and shit, you know. I put the stove on niggas and load on niggas. Cannons and Jaguars, getting drove on niggas, you know. I got more candy on my ride and Reese's Pieces. Iceberg with creases, the mess of ice on mess of ice, you know. I told this freak I got a buffet at my sweet, she said, but real, I promise all the meat you can eat, you know. I ain't a million, my family gonna get fed. Bread and water ain't enough, we want some bacon and eggs, you know. I put a hit out of my friend by my ears, if it come back reincarnated, I'ma kill him again, you know.
As far as me being ashamed or having a complex about it, I don't. Because I'm a strong believer, if you got to be ashamed of something that you do, you shouldn't do it.
This society away from society.
That's something I respected. I woke up, the first thing I wanted to see was him. Before I went to bed at night, the last thing I wanted to see was him. I love him.
There you go, man. In a sense, Mark had been turned out by his own boy. He fell in love with Mindy, and in prison that made him vulnerable.
And David Mendenhall, he worked on radios, and he'd fix my radio and everything. We got to talking, eating together, drinking together. We'd do a little drugs together, and we became friends.
I had never turned a boy out or had a boy or anything, and that wasn't my objective. I was just supposed to pull him away from the other people he was kicking it with and to kick it with us.
They never threatened me, and basically they give me anything I wanted. Watches, clothes, boots, shoes, anything I wanted I could get.
His family had cut him off. Mail calls came with no letters from home and no money on the books. Survival was looking grim.
Uh-oh, now you owe money. Damn. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, fam, that's funny, though. You see? That's what MAYATEs do. The male abuses the other male. Like Romans 1:26. It's not that you're black. It Had nothing to do about color. You made it a racial thing because you want to hide this side.
Prophets all determine.
Now this is another one. Check this out.
Who's on top. Mark Moore, serving 20 for a gang shooting, was feared and respected at Limestone Correctional. Mark would become Mindy's man.
Mindy, that's his nickname. I gave him that nickname all.
Yeah, I got you in a bit, bro.
And he was my baby. I was comfortable with him.
In prison, your boys or your sisters, that's like your wife or your woman on the street. On the streets, green money will get you whatever. In prison, the more coffee you have, the more cigarettes and bullshit you have, it gets you what you want.
Gorilla Records is in full of business.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Shalom, bro. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Shalom, bro. Shalom.
Hey, andas bravo. Yeah, bro. You're gonna let this have it today, huh?
It's because you know what, man. Let me see. Let me tell you something. A lot of our gente, we don't like to speak up because of the for the sake of not causing trouble. You know, like déjalo, no digas nada. You know, that's what my déjalo, no digas nada. You know. But
nah, bro.
Yeah.
You're not saying lies, though, bro. You're not speaking lies. You know, in the South right now, bro, like in those prisons, like in Alabama and all that, all that raping still goes on, bro. Like the white boys, especially, be getting raped by these black dudes a lot. You know, they be fucking each other too, bro. But they don't have no correction over there, bro. They don't have no discipline in those places. Like that's why we did it, because, like you were saying, bro, we usually are the smaller men in jail, bro. We're not the bigger dude. That we are the most disciplined. ¿Entiendes? That's why it had to be done, bro. Because estos mayates, bro, they were going at it on our people, bro. You know what I mean? And it had to be, and it had to be done, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why
it had to, bro.
Go ahead.
They had to, bro. And now we're the racist one, bro. When they were being the jotos, bro. When they were being the puñales, bro. And they, you know, just like they do everything, bro. Everything, they're turning around. You know what I mean? They're turning around, and you know, it's like, oh, poor them. It was for us, bro. Our gente, our antepasados, bro. You know what I mean? They were the ones dealing with these fools, bro.
Well, check it. Yeah, check it. Remember when the book I showed you? I mean, it's clear that the Africans helped the Spaniards, the ones that had some kind of political power over them, and they do the dirty work. And even in some material I have, what talks about the agravios, meant like when the Spaniards would move in. Hold on a second. Hey, Shalom, Meshi. When the Spaniards would move in, right? Let's say, for example, you know, like we're neighbors, right? You know, let's say where you're at, I'm at, you know, we're neighbors and stuff. Okay, cool, sounds good. And then we're like down the street, kind of like the issue we saw down the street. A Spaniard moved in, and you're like, wait. So then what would happen is their servants, any chance they got, they would have agravios against us. They would rob us or violate us, which I don't know what violating means, but the spirit bears witness. Go ahead, bro.
No, you're saying the right stuff, bro. It's true, and it makes our people uncomfortable, bro, because they've been calling us racist for speaking. You know what I mean? Like us, bro, we rough around the edges, bro. We're not scared to say how it is, bro. Tenemos un montón de gente humilde. You know what I mean? They don't like talking like that. They don't like. They feel weird, bro. Because I'm racist, bro. Goodness, who are we, bro? We just we're just grateful to be here, bro. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then the moment we bring out facts, hey, pandillas, gang banging, all that shit, bro. You know, especially, you know what I mean, right here in Southern California, all the way to the Lion King brothers, bro. Well, that shit started because blacks and whites were fucking with us, bro. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you guys like, made this monster rise up, bro. We were just chilling. We were just trying to work. You know what I mean?
Go ahead. You're next, Meshi.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
I'm just listening. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
That's a first for a long time. I was got issues with this audio, bro. No, I was just listening, bro, because you know it's kind of tripped out. It's a cultural thing for them, bro, because you know how they always want to be that pimp. They always pimping them, you know, saying them females out on the block, up in the hoods. Yeah. You know, so that don't change when they go inside. You know what I'm saying? They get their weakness. Because when I was in juvie, right, I was in Little Joliet, right? I was like the little max for all the, you know, the youngsters and shit. But that's the first time I saw how, when they got into one of them, one of their own. They were oppositions, but yet they're still, Africans. They're still black. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it kind of, because I was sleeping. I didn't have school that morning. I had no school schedule. And then how sometimes how you be in the bullpens. It sounds like just like that. That was already been sentenced and everything. But just like for anybody that's been in them bullpens, you can't even hear yourself talk like the next person right in front of you.
The echo.
So, but anyway, somebody kept banging, making noise, and I was sleeping. I was glad I didn't have to go, to school that day, right? I was just take a little extra nap, and then I hear all that noise, and I'm just cursing them out, like, man, shut the, And then my celly wakes me up, and he's like, hey, man, I think they got up into what's his name, and I think he was a BG, right? And I think they got him. He was the victim because he didn't carry that D at the end. Well, there's some Illinois politicking, street politicking, but there were nothing but GDs. There were some GDs from St. Louis and some from Chicago, and they had a BG there. They were all folks, but then he was looked as the ugly duckling because he, them BGs don't carry that D. But anyway, that's politics. But they got into him, but I'm like, damn, that's like the first time I saw how they just. They were in the cell. Obviously, you couldn't see that, but when I woke up, my celly woke me up, and I looked outside that hallway. I see all lieutenants and everything. They got people taking pictures of the blood and the sheets and everything. So there were like 4 of them up in there, and they ran up on one of their homeboys, right? And it's a trip, and it's a cultural thing, but they think like that's some straight gangster. It's part of their gangster culture, bro. Because even you look into that history in any state that really handles politics against that type of behavior, right? Because even with them, like the GDs is like the largest black clique in Illinois, right? And they spread out throughout the whole state, but the country. But they, saying they got bylaws that approve that type of shit. Because I recall that they, saying they were, I think there was one of those homosexuals. Saying that saved one of their, chiefs' life, right? I guess I don't know if he was choking off with some fish or something to that effect, right? But saying that Gump, stood up and was the one that reacted and saved them, right? So I guess they got a blessing that to be able to walk them lines, right, along with them, because that's unacceptable, bro. That's unnatural, and you can't sugarcoat it to anybody or anywhere under any circumstances,
Well, I'm glad you say that, bro, because when it comes, it's like that whole thing. When push comes to shove, somebody is going to let you know. Somebody is going to remind you. And, I'm looking back and even before this whole understanding, man, I used to get tired, bro. Every 4 years, we were the piñata, homie. Every 4 years, they're talking about our gente. Every 4 years. Oh, I'm like, here it comes. Here it comes. And then all of a sudden, even these same people are attacking our gente. And, I reflect on the whole perception of who they are and who they think we are. So I'm like, it reminded me, bro, every time IOIC would get like a new person, you know what I'm saying? They were always so-called Dura. Hold on. It was so-called Dura, right? They put like a lion. So I would always say, meow, meow, meow. I would bother them. And I was doing it out of jokes. But, when you really look at this, man, when you see the full picture of things, I had very, no somos como se dice, we don't take it with people, bro. And a lot of people, we call it humildes, And when you want to take advantage of, hey, bro, I saw this video the other day, which is kind of what triggered me too. These skinny, I guess so-called West Africans, they got out their car, and then they went and approached these older, heavy set, Raza women, and they stole their purse, bro. You see an older lady and another one, like heavy one. I was like, what the hell, man? I'm like, you know what? And then the moment you reply, it's because of Willie Lynch. No, the Willie Lynch ain't real. No, so we're not racist. No, it's because you were raping. So what now? And the scriptures talk about that. Hey, I think put yourself on mute for a moment for me, please, Vladimir. The scriptures talk about that all of this will eventually come to light. So, again, man, it's using, look, I'll go to this scripture, it's using the foolish things of the world to bring to naught the things that are. He didn't pick the strongest, wisest, bro. They consider themselves that. Nah, he picked the dumbest ones, like me. You know? And it's why? So I kind of connect all the dots. Now, why in the world did the Most High allow me to collect mayates when I was little? Like, I really were, bro. I used to collect them all the time. So then I think this is what, you know, he put seeds in you a long time ago. Because then eventually he goes, you're going to use it. I think that's beautiful, brother. Because our people need to know. It wasn't a derogatory racist word. No, it was to protect us from getting raped. Damn it.
You know, it's a trip though, because I recall when I mean, even when I was in there, either in the juvenile or adult facility, right, where you come across, you obviously you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, just whites, blacks, and browns, right? But you end up conversating with them, either playing chess or whatever the case may be, or b-ball or whatever. But I've had many cases when they were, you know, say, when the brothers use that, you know, start saying, "I viene este pinche mayate, otro mayate," whatever, you know, what the situation was.
Yeah.
And then they go thinking that they were calling them, you know, saying, you know, some niggas, right? And then, which is not the case. They're just saying that there's it just in Spanish, that's what they were being referred to. But the thing is, I never made that connection because obviously a lot of us are raised in the States and we lose that cultural ties to, you know, saying to the motherland, basically Mexico, right? And then especially for us being further up north, you know, saying, you just among English speaking, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I've had Africans ask me, you know, saying what that mayate mean, and I obviously knew it was about that critter, but not relating it to the green color, none of that. Until that brother mentioned it, right? But then when I came, obviously time passes on, you know, did my time, whatever. I'm in Mexico, and then I hear my aunt talking, you know, saying with her friends, he got visited at the house and one night, and I heard that word. And then I'm like, what the? And I'm thinking, I'm expecting to see some black dude or something. I'm like, what? And then I was like, what is that? What you say? I'm like, and then she told me, I was like, okay. So then I saw it, and then from there I made the connections. But it's just like there's certain things that, you know, saying that you experience, hear, learn, whatever, you know, the case may be. And then later down the line, it just, you get that epiphany, right? Like, oh, okay, connections. But obviously it started, you know, saying wherever it started in that prison culture, you know, saying in Spanish speaking, you know, saying brothers, it started off as that, but then it became associating all blacks as being jotos. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know, hey Vladimir, you're disconnected. In Mexico, we call them apodos. Like my brother, like Chato. You know, we call him Chato. His name is not Chato, right? So he's quick at giving us like nicknames. And I think he would call my brother, well, I knew Pantera, and then he would call my brother Miguel. I would call him something funny, man. He would call me. He would have nicknames, and that's why it made sense. Like, that would make sense. That would make sense. And then again, I don't know about the whole American me thing, but if you look back in the 50s or 40s and 50s, that's where they reference the movie. Is you look at the cars, not the year. Look at the cars. They're like the 50s cars. And I'm like, I looked at some info, and I didn't really bring it out, but I was like, wait a minute, there wasn't that many white people arrested at that time, so it wouldn't have been a white guy. But again, I don't know. You know, I don't know. And again, it's important for our gente to understand these little details, just like why I brought up Willie Lynch as a lie. And what I've learned, bro, is you gotta go right at the fire, man. You got to go at the fire, because if you're not made of gold, so to speak, you're going to get burned. So I've been walking straight in the fire, bro. It's like, okay, bring it. Burn me if I'm wrong. And so far, I'm not wrong. Anyway,
stepping into that ring, bro, is because you got to. You know, you got to put your, you know what I'm saying, even in your own beliefs, sometimes you get, you know, you start doubting or whatever internally, or you may express it, you know what I'm saying, among your circle, and then you just eventually start weeding out all the, you know, the garbage. Because the thing is, it's not only just the prison, you know, saying thing, because for instance, like even in these Freemasonry organizations, bro, you see all that. I mean, you look at the, you know, even in the movies, you read it in the books, a lot of them, even though it's a lot of African-American, you know, saying famous people, right? You know, especially, I forget that little short dude that made that movie with
Kevin Hart.
No, him. No, the other one, the pimp is down. on Friday after next, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He even a lot of I like
Cat Williams or something. That Cat Williams.
Yeah, and he brings that out too. Just I mean, you can look in YouTube, bro. You'll find it everywhere on the internet where they all say that you got to get poked from behind to be part of those secret organizations, right? Those secret little cults.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because even with the movie with they made that biography with the chief of the FBI Hoover, right? When he was always wanting to be part of that, you know what I'm saying? And then once he got tapped, because that's how they pretty much say that they tap you, right? And to give you a little, pull your coattail that you either you want to be part of this or not. And obviously you got to answer on the spot. And he said, yeah, they got to be dressing up like females. Why you think a lot of people, get all on the Hollywood male figures, right? That they got to dress up as women or play female role actors. It's all the same thing, bro. It's just this, that's their thing.
Check it out. Before I say something, do you want to say something, Vladimir? You good? So check it, all right? It's funny, man, that you bring that up because one of my next classes, I'm all my classes are, hey, listen, I'm playing chess, bro. I know they think I'm not, but I'm putting my pieces in the right spot. So look at this. Look what I found. Affinity claim between Druidism and Freemasonry. Now, Druidism has a lot of wicked ass history, sacrificial history, orgy history, like a lot of weird stuff. You know what I mean? And then you connect Phoenicia with Druidism, and then Masonry, Druidism, Phoenicia. What are we noticing? It keeps, it's like it keeps pointing at some people. So I just wanted to share that because it's funny. I'm gonna do a class on that one too. I'm working on the books.
Basically, anything relating to that is the opposite.
There you go.
Of the Bible or the laws of of the Creator. Because so basically, if like for instance, you put all the laws in the list, and then just look for the antonyms or the opposite of those words, that's going to be the laws for them. So, to be part of their clique, you got to violate every single law that, of God's law, you know what I mean? So basically that's all it is they just flipped it all around. And then that's how they create their, their bylaws or structures. Is you got to prove, you're one of us, you got to blasphemy, the Creator, or you got to do or break all the laws that, are in, in the book, you know what I mean? So basically it's as simple as that, bro, in a nutshell.
Well, I guess you could say that it goes back to the whole dominant thing. They want to dominate you in every sense of the word,
In order to do that, you got to prove yourself to them, and then it's break the laws of God.
Yeah, well, man, I know that rape is a big deal. Happens to children, happens to women, happens to men, and it's very shocking to people, bro. A lot of people actually die from it. They don't ever make it back, bro, or they get turned out. They go buck nutty,
It's not only inside; that's all out in public.
Oh,
Imagine all the people that have never been, convicted or put charges against them, bro. There's a lot of people suffering out in so-called, the free world.
That's for sure. Check it out. If you share something, go ahead and blame me out. Let me just play these two videos real quick. Check it out.
Hey, bro, fuck you. And he's like,
he was the worst.
But I was in Rikers Island, fucking crazy ass, jail. My first day, so I go in my cell. Man, literally 10, 15 seconds later, this is fucking big fucking black dude. This guy had to been 6'6", 300 pounds, fucking pure muscle. And this fucking guy tells me, you're gonna be my bitch. The fuck I ain't, bro. Fuck you. And he's like, I wanna fuck you. So we're in a 2-man cell. He's fucking walking on me like the fucking hawk. And my homeboy that I knew from the streets, it was the leader of the Latin Kings.
You see? Right? So as you can see that, like your brother said, whether Latin Kings or not, we just don't do that. We just don't do that, right? Let's go.
He ends up telling the guy to get the fuck out the room, and so my boy end up looking out, and I end up being cool with the fucking guy. And I remember one time asking him, like, if they was to ever let you loose, would you ever go back to women? And he was like, hell no, man. I'll go raping people outside. I want man ass.
Oh, bro, you see what I mean, dude?
You know what? I was already like in the mid '90s. I was already done, like few years already in the adult divisions, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, I was on deck playing dominoes with some of the brothers. You're just chilling, I see that there was it buzzed the door open, and that I was in the top tier, and I see that there was somebody coming in, right? But they was coming on a new. And then you could see those straight flamboyant ass homosexuals, right? Not those undercover ones that you can't even tell, right? It's just straight flamboyant where they just got all their shirts all tied up and all that. Yeah. I'm like, hell no, here we go. And I told the brothers, they're like, hey, bro, because we had some brothers up in there, saying the police can't just put anybody in anybody's cell, saying? Mm-hmm. Everybody has their own cells, and they before they put anybody in our cells, saying, they got to ask permission. But you see one of them gums coming in like that, all by by himself, thinking he's gonna just stroll all up in the pod like that. Like, nah. So they see from center controls that we're mobilizing, right? Because I'm not gonna be watching this every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight up, bro.
This has got to go. And then, but the thing is, what trips me out, I see a lot of them other black cliques, like, that you could see them like chiflados, like. Not like, hell no. Like, like they're just gonna have some fun tonight type of, energy, running in each other's cells and shit. I'm like, man, hell no, I don't give a fuck who, pardon my, my lingo, but not on this day. I'm not gonna see this shit every day. And then but the Popo started noticing us mobilizing, and man, they came in with a sergeant, started trying to escort them in. I'm like, man, that thing is not staying up in here. So however you're gonna want to let it, you're gonna let them in, just will step the fuck out, because eventually, he finna. Anyway, they saw all the commotion. I told them, man, put them another block or whatever. I don't care what brothers deal with it, however they deal with it everywhere else, but here it's not staying. Yeah. So they just grabbed his stuff, his mattress, and everybody pushed off. But what tripped me out later that day, I see all these so-called little, black, chiefs of all these little black cliques, and I'm like, man, they ain't no different, bro. They're undercover too. They be faking the fun.
Yeah. Well, a lot of sometimes like watch. I'm gonna play this real quick. Listen to the music. Look what it says. Right, it goes about 36. Matter of fact, let's go through these real quick. Because I have, let's see, 1, 2, about 3 more. All right, they're all short. They're like a minute or 40 seconds. We'll pause in between.
Mindy has it.
Prophets all determine who's on top. Mark Moore, serving 20 for a gang shooting, was feared and respected at Limestone Correctional. Mark would become Mindy's man.
Mindy, that's his nickname. I gave him that nickname all. And he was my baby. I was comfortable with him.
In prison, your boys or your sisters, that's like your wife or your woman on the street. On the streets, green money will get you whatever. In prison, the more coffee you have, the more cigarettes and bullshit you have, it gets you what you want.
Guerrilla Records is in full of business.
This is why, man, I had to find this picture. And when I was little, bro, I used to trip out on it. So it's not about color. It's about this here. And it's funny though how we could find ways to nickname people, bro. It's amazing just how our spirit moves a certain way, and it's for basically protection. I think this is
and ended up fucking out his ass the rest of his life while he's here on account of 10 suits. Got him that way because 10 suits, if you can't pay it this week, it's gonna cost you 20 suits next week, and the week after that it's gonna be 40 suits. So sooner or later the man's gonna step to you and tell you, hey, I'm tired of your shit.
Mindy was preyed upon by convicts who used the boo game. The boo game consists of terror tactics and loan sharking to turn a guy out.
One of the first things they're going to throw up is the stuff they've given you. You owe them for that. And then they kind of put the boo down with it, the boo game. And to where you owe them that plus interest, They try to get you in a bind.
Race, gang.
Oh, my bad. You disconnected, bro. What I trip out on the most is how comfortable this psychology behind all this is, man.
Ain't works. I ain't got no means of money. I got a box full of candy back there. Cookies, zuzus, and wham whams is what they call it. I'm gonna loan it to another inmate. I'll let you get a pack of cookies for 2 packs back next week. If a man bars too much stuff, it gets too far in debt. Either you fight for it and let him know I'm not gonna pay you, so me and you just gonna have to whoop each other's ass and we're gonna go to lockup, or we're gonna go back here and fuck. Just ever how you want to do it. That's the.
After going through this, you know what I'm saying, all these long, lonely years in here without a woman, you know what I'm saying, standing by my side, I could definitely see being with another man.
On the street, I never thought that I would even be with another man, period, in no way. I thought I could love another man or have affection towards another man. But over the years, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, it just, prison turned me out, into sort of a freak.
Yeah, y'all. After going through this, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's crazy. Prison turned him out. I'm almost done, family. I got this one more. And then this is regarding the psychology behind it, man. This guy was saying that, I didn't, what was it? Did I play it? No. It's, I have a video that was talking about the psychology behind why they make these men, some men, dress like women. I think it's the heavy set dude. He's like, they don't want nothing to do with you being a man. They want to separate it all so they could be okay with it. And we're almost done with the whole term. I'm sure this, y'all feel kind of awkward, but this had to be talked about. Let's go.
I'm not gonna say his name, you know what I'm saying? I'm always hearing about this black guy. They would talk about him like a legend, you know what I mean? Like he was a legendary motherfucker that'd take that thing. And his favorite type of boy, he liked it, those young white boys. And he was black, you know what I'm saying? The reason why I even found out about him or heard about him is because, where I was out of state. There wasn't no segregation, so you could be black and you could have a white celly, or you could be, you could have any color celly, you feel me? When we was in reception, I had a young white kid as my celly, you feel me? Reception is when you first get to prison, they classifying you, taking your blood, DNA, motherfuckers made me shave off all my hair. They classify you, see how many points you're gonna get, determine on, how many felonies you got, how many times you've been in prison, how old you is, the severity of your crime. So we in reception, I got a young white kid, it's his first time, he was in there for like assault and battery on this girl or whatever. Next door was a Mexican dude, he was Mexican and black, and we would shoot the shit through the vent all night, talking shit, like telling jokes, roasting each other and shit. And he would always roast the young white boy, my celly, and tell him that, oh, you gonna meet this motherfucker and he gonna take your booty from you, you know what I mean? He'll be laughing and he described the dude, he described what he looked like, you know what I mean? Black motherfucker with glasses. He said he looked like a nerd, you know what I'm saying? But don't nobody say nothing to him, because people don't usually go for that, but don't nobody say nothing to him because this motherfucker be knocking people out. And everybody know he like them young white boys, So he'll be that'll be his joke for my celly all night, man. He'll be, oh yeah, that motherfucker gonna take your booty, like you better be prepared, you better be doing your push-ups, you better be in there working out, I'm telling you. My celly, he'll be in there, he was, this is his first time, he wasn't no street dude, wasn't in no gangs, he was in there for beating up his girlfriend, this was his first crime. So, he was scared, he would, be in there asking me, like, what should I do, man? I hope I don't go to, ICC, that was the place where nobody wanted to really go, ICC, because you always heard about it being a lot of fights, and that's where all the motherfucking rowdy young motherfuckers was at, call it gladiator school, that's where everybody fight, he didn't want to go to ICC, but his chances were slim to not go to ICC because he was young and it was his first time going to prison, that's where they send you feel me? So, we always hear these jokes, I'm always hearing these jokes about this motherfucker, this legendary motherfucking booty bandit, that's what I'm gonna call him, legendary booty bandit, you know what I'm saying? I would always hear it, and I ain't gonna lie, we used to be up in there shooting the shit with the next door neighbor through the vent. I used to think he was lying, until one day, after I got my points, I got in trouble, I got sent to, my points went up, I went to a high medium security prison, and lo and behold, this the I'm in the motherfucking dorm, but I'm in a tier with the motherfucker, the legendary booty bandit, you know what I mean? And I could see him in there, he was working on one. As soon as I walked in, I see him working on one. He got a little young white boy, he came in, he grooming him, he motherfucking, like this what he'll do, you come in, you a young white boy, you don't got no family or nothing, he'll start throwing you, giving you gifts, soup, Snickers, anything, honey buns. Oh, come on, you don't got no TV? Oh, you can come to my cell and watch my TV. That's how you get a motherfucker, the mind games. They try to trick you out your booty, you feel me? So, now, after a few weeks, the same white boy I'm talking about, the young white kid, he stuck to him like glue. They over there, they eat every meal together. You know, everybody already know what's going on because they already know. You know what I mean? All the brothers, you know, nobody would say nothing to the black nigga. You know what I mean? They already knew that was his thing. And the cold thing is, he'll get mad. He'll want to fight you if you call him gay. He ain't like that shit. Motherfuckers calling him gay. You got to fight right there if you call him gay.
You see, family, MAYATE right there. He doesn't want to be called gay, but he loves men, white boys. But he's not gay. So we called them to identify them. Hey, trucha con el MAYATE, güey, porque le gusta chicloso. Let's go.
He'll call other motherfuckers gay. It's crazy. But grooming this motherfucker, eating every meal with him, like, it's his girlfriend, it's his bitch. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And you know, but other people talking to his girlfriend and shit, dude say he not gay. The fuck is he not gay? Oh, you just don't know it yet. Okay, so, you know, one day, you know, my motherfucking friend, he was like, man, because they ended up getting moved in the same, like, not the same cell, but they was fucking bunkies, you know, in the same dorm. We're in the dorm, so it's open, but they bed is on, his bed is on top of the other dudes, you know what I mean? And the booty bandits, the young white kid's bed is on top of the booty bandits. So one night, you know what I mean, my homie come and tell me like, hey, you know that motherfucker, we caught that motherfucker over there sucking you know, dude's dick, the booty bandit's dick, man. Yeah, they gay as a motherfucker, man. They gay. I'm like, man, I told you that's that motherfucker I keep hearing. That's the legendary booty bandit, man. You know what I mean? They're like, nah, man, but like he was low key making them. He was making them. Like, nah, man, that motherfucker know what he signed up for, man. Like, he know what the fuck going on, man. He taking all them gifts from them. Everybody know this nigga, man. Like, he legendary booty bandit. He like, nah, he was like making them. I'm still thinking he bullshitting. You know what I mean? Everybody talking about it. You know, I don't gossiping, whatever. I let it go. I ain't thinking nothing about it. So, you know, even after that, you know, he was still be with him. It was still regular program all day.
Hey, Meshi. I guess this is a very difficult topic for people, bro. Like everybody left.
But the thing is that well, you have quite a few, you know, connected, but eventually they were going to be. You can still get some views on it because it's a reality that people don't want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? If they don't want to talk about it or acknowledge it, or you know what I'm saying, that it exists, that you know, that's on them. But the thing is, this like what this cat is saying. When I was like in the mid '90s, I got sent to the castle. The castle is that joint where they made that when they were shutting it down, that Prison Break, I think, that show. But I got sent to that joint, right? And then that's like a receiving, right? But like the West House was well, that's like straight GP, as like the Cali, you know, general population, right? But on the East House was pretty much like for intake. But I was going through intake, you know what I'm saying, and then I'm on the deck, but eventually you got the clickers, you know what I'm saying, going down the cell. So those who are already there working, you know, pick them and like making the list of who's what, so you can know where yours are at, right? So you hit the yard or whatnot. But anyway, it was at nighttime. We got there like midday, but at nighttime, you know, say there was this one cat that was, you know, cleaning, a black dude that was cleaning his folks, and he was cleaning the deck, right? And he's when he found out, when he did that list for his people, there was a SD right next to us, right? And it was those are oppositions to us, to the people, you know, I ran with, right? But there was a white dude. It's a Spanish clique, right? But you know, they call themselves Satan disciples. But he was a redhead.
I heard about them.
It might have been, you know, Irish or something, because he straight had, anyway, he was todo rojo, pálido, right? And then I'm seeing him kicking it with a lot of high folks. So when we hit the yard, man, don't trip. We got you kicking, sabe qué? And then I'm tripping, right? Because then I know where I was going to end up going, you know what I'm saying, too, right? It's like, you got anything, you know what I'm saying, to verify you, you know, you folks. And yeah, I thought, like, man, I ain't got no tattoos, bro. And he's like, I know you do. I bet I know where you got it. You know what I'm saying? I bet you got it on your ass, right? And I'm like, man, look, there it is. And then that's how they do, bro. And it's like, I don't know, it's like in their essence, and then those are the so-called hard ass G's that everybody look up to, type of, you know. I don't get it. Maybe, you know, I don't get it. Never will, and I don't really care to understand it, but they exist.
Yep. Yeah, man. That's why I'm bringing it up, at least so we can clear it. It'll just be one time. That's it. You know, the video's gonna be there. Let's finish it out. Watch what he says, bro. It gets crazy. Watch.
The audio's gone.
It'll be somebody that he think is a booty bandit too. He over here fast, like the nigga, like how I would be with my days, everything. You know what I mean? Every meal together. He don't. Hey, he see that little white meal, be with him. It was still regular program all day. Everything. You know what I mean? Every meal together. He don't. Hey, he see that little white boy talking to somebody. He over there, especially let it be a nigga. There wasn't too many niggas talking to him, but let it be somebody that he think is a booty bandit too. He over here fast, like the nigga, like how I would be with my girl. Like, who are you talking to over there? Like for real, these dudes is crazy, sick in the mind. It's crazy what prison do to people. So okay, it's not even the meat of the story. So after you get caught getting his dick sucked, like 2 weeks later, you know, walking laps around the day room, you know what I mean? That's where everybody, you know, playing cards, dominoes, you know, everything. Motherfuckers watching TV, but you can walk laps around it, you know what I mean, when you're bored. The showers is open. So if you walk past the showers, you don't really look, you know what I mean, but you can see motherfuckers and shit. So we walking laps, you know what I mean? Not thinking that I'm talking, shooting the shit with the homie. Talking to him, telling him some story or whatever. He like, hey, look. We look over there, we hear noise. He's like, hey, what the fuck is you doing? It's the booty bandit on top of his motherfucking, girlfriend, the little white boy. He over there, you know, doing his thing. He doing his thing. But that's not the cold part. The cold part is the little white boy is having a fucking seizure. Nigga, he's having a seizure. This sick motherfucker still fucking him, nigga. He's still fucking him. Motherfucker having a seizure, nigga. All I see is this. Motherfucker still fucking him. Hey, what the fuck is you doing? Niggas like, hey, niggas had to stop that. Like, you gonna kill this motherfucker. This nigga's a savage. He didn't give a fuck. Like, it's crazy. This motherfucker.
Oh, man. And that's not even the one that I had heard before where this guy turned this dude out on purpose. He forced him, raped him for 4 days. Guy came out, the white boy came out with red hair and a shirt between his legs. You're going to hear the truth, whether you like it or not. You're going to have to live with your spirit. But we see that spirit lurking among you Canaanites. I mean, what's that dude polite? Didn't he go to jail for child abuse? For pedophilia. It's called psychopedophilia. Psalms 18 and 30. It reads, we're almost done now. As for God, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is tried. He is a buckler to all those that trust in him. And if you think, it's kind of like picking up the sword that don't belong in your hand. Eventually it's going to cut you. And I'm glad it has. Because he has tried us. In every way I've learned, the Most High's way is perfect. It requires a lot of patience and hope. Genesis 3:19. In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat thy bread till thou return unto the ground, for out of it was taken thou, for dust thou art, and dust thou shalt return. The reason I read this is because it says, in the sweat of the face shalt thou eat bread. So we got to keep working, fam. Till thou return to the ground. So this is our job. We got to keep working. Repentance and hope for the best. I mean, this also applies to, you know, working as a job, but we got to keep working and teaching our families, teaching ourselves, you know, renewing our mind, raising our children, making sure we come into the fold, because this is what we have, family. The spirit of family. We have the spirit of family. So when I say 1 Timothy 5:8, you brothers understand. But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he had denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. That also talks about take care of, you know, paying your bills, whatnot. But it means also the scriptures. Because we're at the point where you got to start now digging deeper and really bringing your children and everybody in your household to the fold. You got to provide for you. So Acts 17, watch. And this applies, this is mostly scripture, not real work, not job. This is Bible right here. Sirach 7:15, hate not laborious work, meaning don't hate the fact that you got to learn the milk. Don't appreciate and acknowledge and embrace the fact that you got to go start all over again. Don't hate it. This is a time to grow. Keeping the commandments is our walk. And living in an honest, as much honesty or in an honest way as possible. As I'm not hate not laborious work, neither husbandry, which the Most High had ordained, meaning you're the leader of the house. Raise your family. Teach them right. First Corinthians 7:37. Nevertheless, he that standeth steadfast in his heart, meaning in his mind, sure, not wavering, having no necessity. but had power over his own will. Hey, listen, just because the word MAYATE doesn't apply to black folks, it just applies to the way they act. And it's a spirit that you guys have. I mean, you guys are wondering why this guy did what he did. I couldn't believe it either. But it's because of the spirit. And you know what? I mean, it's what you are. Quit trying to say that we're the same people, because collectively we're not. Let me see, where is it at? I thought I had it. Oh, here it goes, right here. Don't be surprised. Yep. They're trying to attack. They're trying to attack. All good. Yeah, they did. They did get in their feelings. That's why they're not showing up. Listen to this.
Are you freaking kidding me? Snoop Dogg? Are you serious?
It's a spirit.
Snoop Dogg decides to take a cartoon photo shoot dressing as a ballerina for a project. And this is what he's wearing. Out of all things, Snoop Dogg, you could have chose to look and dress and be anything. You chose to wear a ballerina outfit in your cartoon photo shoot for a project. Are you kidding me?
I'm not saying all, but it's a spirit that you guys have. How come you guys didn't tell me there was no noise, man? You guys are what? What's wrong with you guys, man? You guys couldn't tell me that it was on mute? Come on, fam. I don't even know how far was I on mute. Come on, man. You guys couldn't even give me a warning? Damn. Instead of telling me I'm on mute, you guys just leave. What kind of shit is that? What kind of people are you guys, man? Damn, bro. For real. It's like, wow, man. That sucks, bro. Hold on a second. Okay, so we stopped at 1 Corinthians. Good. 1 Corinthians. Give me a heads up, man. Come on, people. Have some courtesy. This is what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? Have some freaking courtesy, man. You got a lot to learn, family. I love y'all collectively, man, but individually, y'all got problems. 1 Corinthians 7:37. Nevertheless, he that standeth steadfast in his heart, having no necessity, but had power over his own will. That's why we were given the laws. Wisdom is to have power over our own will, to govern our mind. To control our mind and govern our spirit. John 14:14. It reads, if ye ask anything in my name, I will do it. In sincerity and in truth. In meekness and in the process of getting rid of guile and hypocrisy and all those evil speakings, like 1 Peter 2:1 says, wherefore laying aside all malice, all guile and all hypocrisy and envy and all evil speaking. So when you're working on yourself like that, you're working to build your home. You're actually providing for you and your family. When you get into these scriptures and you learn how to walk circumspectly, you learn how to pay attention to things that maybe matter or things that don't. Ephesians 5:15, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. As fools as wise. So what I'm showing you guys today, I don't care if y'all offended, man. Timothy 2:8, sound speech that cannot be condemned. That cannot be condemned. Sound speech, that cannot be condemned. That he that is of the contrary part may be ashamed, having no evil thing to say of you. Why? Because I just showed you guys what the word MAYATE means. That's sound speech. You can't condemn that. Stop saying it means, because MAYATE means black or Negro. No, it does not. Stop lying. Nobody needs your empathy anymore. Any more than the next man does that, probably didn't have it good. Look, family, everything is on its season. Everything is in its time. And now it's ours. Ecclesiastes 3:1. And to everything there is a season, and every time to a purpose, and a time to every purpose under heaven. This is my purpose. To show you guys how we are the light of the world. And that doesn't mean that, no, we are the example of how to conduct ourselves. Matthew 5:14, ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. We are the most productive, the most hardest working of all nations in the world. When people go to Mexico or Latin American countries, they understand how welcoming we are. We don't try to be above all other nations. We have the mindset of a collective nation. Why do you think South Mexico and down south, they don't have as much drug issues as they do? Even here, we don't, but they do. Why? Because as people, we understand what family is. And we understand that family means nation. When I say Mexico, I don't mean the land. I mean you guys, the people. It's the mindset that we should have, that we are kings, not rulers, kings, meaning standard. Raise your standard. Even the Igno of Mexico says that your history is written with the pen of the Most High. We come from rulers' family, and we should believe that, and you should always think that, like leaders, innovators, high producers, people that care about their mothers and their fathers and their kids. I'll show you something real quick, and I'm gonna finish it because you guys don't care anyways. Where is it? Here it goes. Watch what it says here, right? Let's listen to him.
Participantes de América Latina y observadores de fuera es que reunamos los presidentes, demos un paso más. Lo que yo propongo es tener una voz diferente y unificada que defienda nuestras sociedades, nuestro futuro y nuestra historia, y dejar de repetir un discurso fallido que ya fracasó. Sin vergüenza. Sin vergüenza. ¿Qué es lo que significa la palabra? ¿Por qué? Porque no tenemos nada que ocultar. Porque los que han cometido los errores no somos nosotros realmente. Los que hemos puesto la sangre somos nosotros. Los que hemos puesto el dolor somos nosotros. Los que nos han destruido la belleza somos nosotros. La ilusión somos nosotros. Allá también hace 50 años, como en una paradoja, allá en La Moneda mataron a un presidente porque tenía una ilusión y hizo ilusionar a su pueblo con la justicia social. Ahí acabaron un camino que hasta ahora retomamos. Por eso mañana estaremos allá para decirle al pueblo latinoamericano que es el momento de reconstruir la ilusión y la esperanza, y no es repitiendo guerritas y guerras tan sanguinarias y feroces y tan equivocadas como la mal llamada guerra contra las drogas, mirando las drogas como un problema militar y no como un problema de salud de la sociedad. Gracias, muy amable.
Establecer lo que somos, nuestra identidad, nuestra idiosincrasia. Imagínense la ventaja que tenemos de que nuestras familias son muy fraternas, muy unidas. Y esto viene de lejos. No es de que, como en otros pueblos, lo digo con todo respeto, los jóvenes llegan a la adolescencia y ya se tienen que ir de la casa. Aquí no es así. Por eso hasta abusan y se quedan más de la cuenta. Pero son nuestras costumbres, nuestras tradiciones. ¿Qué hacen los jóvenes solos? ¿Qué no es importante el amor en la familia, el apapacho? Entonces, tenemos que fortalecer eso y también contrarrestar el consumismo, el modelo materialista, el lujo barato. Entender que la felicidad verdadera es estar bien con uno mismo, estar bien con nuestra conciencia y estar bien con el prójimo. De modo que tenemos que fortalecer todos estos valores y enfrentar el modelo que han venido imponiendo, individualista, que no nos ayuda en nada. Pienso que, aunque no sea un problema nuestro propiamente, o que no nos afecte de manera directa, tenemos la obligación moral y por humanismo debemos de participar en la pandemia que están enfrentando. No es un asunto nada más cuantitativo, no es decir.
Anyways, I'm almost done, fam. Even in our despair, we still consider you, and we have sympathy for what you guys suffer. You see, that's real leadership. That's real leadership right there. I got more videos. I'll show them later on. But I want to read this to you guys, all right? So one of the most important things, family, remember, because man was created on Sabbath. I know they're going to say it's not true. Yes, it was. Man, not men. Man was created on Sabbath. Okay? So what is the most important thing to do, family? Keep the Sabbath. Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day. Keep it holy. 6 days thou shalt labor and do all thy work. But in the seventh day, it is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In the seventh. They don't call it sun. They don't call it Sunday. They call it Sabbath. In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou, nor thy sons, nor thy daughters, thy manservants, nor thy maidservants, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. So we still have strangers. See? Israel rules righteously. And nobody so far in this world has shown that. No, not one. Not one. So again, that is the most important thing, family. If you're going to try to do one thing right, get the Sabbath right. Get the Sabbath right. What happened, Solomon? ¿Qué pasó? Oh, yeah, I know where they go, huh? Hey, and last thing too, fam, because I know that a lot is coming out and all that, but you know what, man? Y'all got to keep it balanced. 1 Samuel 2:3, no matter what happens, family, let's remind ourselves of this, okay? Deuteronomy 4:38, it says, Deuteronomy 4:27, and because he loved thy fathers, therefore he chose their seed after them, and brought thee out of his sight with his mighty power out of Egypt, to drive out nations from before thee, greater and mightier than thou art, to bring thee in, to give thee their land for an inheritance as it is to this day. So then, since you have that coming, 1 Samuel 2:3, talk no more exceedingly proudly. Let not arrogance come out of your mouth. For the Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. So again, we're growing, but don't let ego get in the way or arrogance. Pride is the beginning of destruction. So again, remember, family, I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't know why the Most High chose me to do these classes. I don't know, man. And I really don't deserve it. And I told you guys many times that I started this channel because I didn't really know where to turn. I really didn't know where to turn. So because I didn't know where to turn, kind of just picked up the Bible on my own and put myself in these classes. And give me a second. My computer's starting to act funny. Hold on a second, family. Give me a second. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Let me close some windows here real quick. Hold on, right? Yeah, I think they're getting mad at me, family. Seems like somebody's hacking right now. Now, seriously, bro, this is somebody hacked into my computer just now, bro. It froze one of my screens, but I have it protected on the side. And I can see some activity on my end. You bastard, man. Y'all are demons, bro. Straight up. Y'all are demons, bro. You guys are demons. Now you get what you deserve. He totally like just straight changed all bad, bro. Dude, this is funny, man. This is like yeah, you guys piss me off, but you know what? I don't care. See, like this screen, my screen went black. Let me see this right here. You guys see that now? The screen wasn't black before. Anyhow, look, listen, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it. And hey, listen, man, I don't care. I'm gonna continue to blast you and break you until you finally submit. So, fam, look, I want you guys to pay attention. This kid here, he raps in Spanish. You see this is crazy, man. Like, hold on. Wow. This is nuts. This is crazy. All right, so you see this here? I don't have the window there anymore, okay? So as you can see, somebody's already attempting to do something. Like I can't even see the screen on my right side, even though I've refreshed it. And in case whatever you're trying to do, I can track you. Tommy, man, y'all are stupid. Go ahead. Send your goons. Let's go, family. I love it, man. You know what?
Gotcha, bitch. The great. Keep my name out your mouth.
Shalom, my family, man. You know damn well I have mad love for you guys, man. Let's stay in the fight. Continue to push. Push, meaning like repent. The kingdom is at hand. Shalom.
Quiero pensar, pero no puedo, no. El ruido en la ciudad está consumiendo, wow. Quieren pensar, sin ni siquiera estar al mando. Tanta publicidad subliminal te está matando. Les cuesta decidir por sí mismos cuál es su mando. Publican sonrisas con el corazón llorando. Quieren brillar, pero sin tener que valerse de tener sus ideas propias. Los veo a todos igual, solo son la réplica de la imitación de una triste copia. Obedece, la vida es un suspiro y envejeces. Te dejas distraer por estupideces y pierdes el eje. Te duele por dentro, entonces te creces, pero aceptas mucho menos de lo que mereces.
¿Y quién te ha dicho a ti que no puedes pensar sobre lo que decís, sobre cómo actuar? Lucha por ser feliz sin a nadie dañar y solo así podrás brillar. ¿Y quién te ha dicho a ti que no puedes pensar sobre lo que decís, sobre cómo actuar? Lucha por ser feliz sin a nadie dañar y solo así podrás brillar. Conserva tu juicio y tu intuición, más activos que el que lucha por lo suyo y no se rinde. Yo ya sé bien cuál es mi misión, y es contarte que el mal por su propio pie pronto se extingue. No caigas bajo su control, pues por la televisión es normal que mal lo pinte. Tú mantente firme en conexión con la fuente de creación, vivirás siempre de fin de. Dios abre los ojos, dime lo que ves. A tus propios hijos matándose por billetes. Niños mueren cada 2 por 3. Pa' unos es bendición, con otros por su causa pequen. Y yo que intento ser un ser crístico, voy bendiciendo hasta los diablos. Piensan que es cierto el mensaje típico.
Dicen que invento lo del engaño y mientras lucho contra mis errores, demonios escucho, me ofrecen soluciones, pero sé que hay un ángel que quiere que mejore. Me dice haz un trabajo interno antes de que lo ignores, antes que otra vez llores y se llenen los mares de pena y de dolores, ya que en mi mente no caben. La paz no va en un sobre, somos algo importante, nunca te revelaste y por eso no lo sabes. ¿Y quién te ha dicho a ti que no puedes pensar sobre lo que le di, sobre cómo actuar? Lucha por ser feliz sin a nadie dañar y solo así podrás brillar. ¿Y quién te ha dicho a ti que no puedes pensar sobre lo que le di, sobre cómo actuar? Lucha por ser feliz sin a nadie dañar y solo así podrás brillar. Me desperté tan cansado, me sentía mal herido de todo lo que he pasado. No me quita lo aprendido, por dentro me he perdonado, pero casi no me olvido. Me desperté tan cansado, me sentía mal herido de todo lo que he pasado. No me quita lo aprendido, por dentro me he perdonado, pero casi no me olvido, no. Todos repiten lo que dice el referente, discursos vacíos lejos de ser coherentes. De lo que no sabes será mejor que no inventes, que investigues y no te dejes lavar la mente. ¿Y quién te ha dicho a ti que no puedes pensar sobre lo que le di, sobre cómo actuar? Lucha por ser feliz sin a nadie dañar y solo así podrás brillar. ¿Y quién te ha dicho a ti que no puedes pensar sobre lo que le di, sobre cómo actuar? Lucha por ser feliz sin a nadie dañar y solo así podrás brillar. Quiero pensar, pero no puedo, no. El ruido en la ciudad está consumiendo,
Ical, hijo, abre los ojos. Tu cuerpo se queda con nosotros, pero tu espíritu debe seguir. Busca la luz. Aléjate de las sombras. Deja que nuestro dolor sea tu fuerza. Desde aquí iluminamos tu camino. Lucha como nosotros ante esta pena tan grande. Yo soy tú. Tú eres yo. La muerte que hoy nos separa, mañana volverá a unirnos. Eres libre, hijo.